Welcome back to BWGT on CHQ, SRJ64, Star 2K and RDK TV services. I am Mickey James from Star 2000 and this is Smith Phelps from SRJ64, and Sean Richardson from CHQ.
It's nearing 2:45 PM EliteCity on Wednesday, June 30th, 2021.
This in which translates to 2345 Kiplionian Kingdom on 28th of Court A.KLN 396 on the Kiplionian calendar. Derived from Mewni calendar, as we have not much time to the half year of the Kiplionian year, as must pay attention to the action now at DG Square Elitostar's NYE section is the 15-minute countdown to halftime of the Kiplionian year. Jared Raidtzer and Renee Sanders to kick off the countdown imminently. Let's listen in. 15 minutes, or 25 deciliters.
I am Susan Daniels over at Star News Studios at Studio S2 over at Pater ZDZ Jinxzen KanborYear Net Media Headquarters in EliteCity, for VWGT viewers. Production Studios has imposed a break of the show to devote our coverage of event as the show is currently in intermission and will resume after 2 o'clock PM EliteCity. This as we are devoting coverage to the countdown to the midpoint of the Kiplionian year of A.KLN 396 as it's 11:45 in the late evening in Kiplionian Kingdom, as Smith Phelps from SRJ64 said moment or two ago, on 28th day of month of Court Kiplionian year A.KLN 396. Followed by Mewnian counterpart for half-year mark of the Mewni year of NYE 848. 5 hours later midnight Mewnian Kingdom, 5 o'clock, Kiplionian Kingdom and 7 o'clock PM in the evening EliteCity. Showing you live at DG Square Elitostar, at the New Year Central section, there is an active countdown in progress for half-time of Kiplionian year.
I am Raidtzer P Kryptor from RDK6, Max SD Kryptor, whose host has unexpectedly been assigned to conduct task as I am a fill-in for him as Pakalo P Kryptor, Jessica P Kryptor, Young M Kryptor, Chubby H Kryptor, and Drexter S Kryptor are doing other things, as I'll head to my car, the all-new 2022 EY1022, KP16, Flex Drexta GT, RS-E, PHEV multi-fuel dual source, sporty performance rally hybrid hatch, 4-wheel drive as we go around streets of EliteCity for the countdown to halftime of Kiplionian year, A.KLN 396 and new Kiplionian month of 3rd A.KLN 396. Young M Kryptor. I did not expect you in my car, riding in front passenger.
Do you mean start of Ruby, A.KLN 396, and not 3rd?
Ruby has the Kiplionian calendar system in Kiplionian Kingdom in KBE 0227 Star versus the forces of evil in Kanbor, and Kanbor version gotten an overhaul just recently.
No, this after the overhaul since 1925 or EY0925, this is the months from January to December, Alpha to Mu, being Garna, Amethyst, Aquamana, Diamond, Merlot, Perla, Ruby, Redwood, Sapphire, Opal, Topaz and Zircon, with a 30-31 pattern.
Same month patterns as with the Elitopian calendar, or the Hextapolian calendar.
No. First 3 months, Garna, Amethyst, Aquamana have 30 days each, remaining follow the civil calendar, leap year rule being on the normal and Elito calendars.
This in which I just told, leap day being 31st of Garna, and A.KLN 396 is not a leap year as it corresponds to 2021 or EY1021, however the previous year, A.KLN 395, being 2020 or EY1020, was a leap year. Factoring in the current elite day, ED 180 of EY1021, in which makes it day 181 of 2021, in which makes it Zeta 28th, EY1021, 30th Jetski and KP16, Epsilon 26th. Hex year 1000 anyhow now Epsilon 27th on the Hex Cal, year 2738 day 009 Alphtronic RT date. 1,008,000 Meatrokins Alphtronic clocks time, June 30th, 2021 being 30th Perla, A.KLN 396.
Correct, Raidtzer P Kryptor. And a happy new month of Ruby coming up at the top of the hour as midnight Kiplionian Kingdom equal to 1400 hours RDK TSR. 75.0 EMT, 1800 TRX.
Jesus, what the hell? Son of a mother damn, I do apologize on such foul language use, but the New Year balls in EliteCity Metro, I know the four, Rex, Elito, Jinx and Trax. Elito renamed from Desi and Jinx renamed from Stat. Why there's such new additions, especially the one at Patras EDZ Jinx Zen Kanbordeeian net, and a few establishments on Kanbordee Street. This being a spliction head, ball resembling Saturn, the ball representing the sun, and the Kanbordeeian style New Year ball.
It's alright, but please keep swearing to a minimum. Repeated constant use of swearing can result in a warning leading to a 24-hour suspension with pay. Anyhow, you probably did not notice on the mill ball. The mill ball descends in final Maya, 13.5 seconds. The Kanbordee ball descends in the final Kanbordeeian minute KKT, 12 seconds. The Saturnian ball descends in final Saturnian minute, based on time system when Jacob and June in Kanbordeeian series traveled to Saturn in January 2020 in KBE 0215. They rode in a Saturnian taxi. Met with a funky girl who turned a Saturnian year-old when she explains the Saturnian time units, as that equal to 53.5 seconds. The sun ball descends in final solar minute, that is 2 minutes 0 seconds, and the splix ball descends in final 1/8 hoi, final minute. Almost 2 dino choice or 2 minutes 48.75 seconds.
I heard the engine sound, must be the Ford Mustang beside my car. Anyhow, I do not want to race in the street but on a racetrack at Zen Speedway. Anyhow, I do note the sticker DLTS, as we are turning left to the tuning shop beside El Alarma 6, Alarm 6 adjacent to Delta 6. Just to see what's the fellows are up to with minutes left to new Kiplionian month, and half time of A.KLN 396.
Good move. You are such an angel.
Wait a minute, has the vehicle and subject turning left in which I was going to race with them? They must be heading to DLTS in which I will follow the car, this being a hybrid hot hatch, in which is driven by an RDK 3000 TriStar personnel.
Raidtzer, looks like the fellow in the white Mustang with DLTS badging has noticed your car and they are following us to the tuning shop.
Yes, young, this is I see the fellow in the dual mode rear view, it a mirror but flip the lever, becomes a digital video screen that turns on the rear view camera in the rear of the hatch.
Sirs, why on earth are you following the vehicle in front of you from RDK 3000, TriStar? We must head to Zen Speedway no later than 2 o'clock p.m. for a friendly race at 3 o'clock p.m. at Circuit Betis, and Circuit Alpha will be used for Elite Pre 1600 at that time. I will inform the fellows in the hatch of the subject.
Yes, this as I must have to head inside to get the DLTS clothing, fast.
I do see the 2014 EY1014 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10MR trim just next to the Ford Mustang, the 4th generation 2004 EY1000, and 4 Ford Mustang Mach 1, believed to be imported.
Yes, the vehicles sure are tuned and prepped for the race, as here's the driver of Evo as I saw him getting out of Evo 10 a moment ago.
You probably did not notice our cars. Anyhow, I'm America, the driver of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10, and this is Sars who just went inside to get some clothes, who drives the Mustang. Anyhow, I'm Sars along with Tokyo, Richard, Ben and Kay should head to Zen Speedway for a friendly race at 3 p.m. of US report by 2 o'clock.
There is the Elito Pre 1600 to take place at that time. You may need to.
It's being held at Circuit Alpha. We do the race at Circuit Beta.
Okay, we will spectate right after 1500 hours.
This as I must tune the radio to 100.8 FM Racer Radio.
We must head back to my car, as we must head toward Alpha River.
Welcome back to Afternoon Live on Elito News 24. I am Kathleen Zills from Elito News 24 News Center Studio EL1 in Elite City. It's 1:56 p.m. Elite City, in which translates to 23:56 in Kiplionian Kingdom, as the second half of the Kiplionian year A.KLN 396 is just 4 minutes away as it's 28 called. A.KLN 396, to be third first. Hold on, we have given a correction notice as per statement released by RDK 3000 TriStar just into Elito News 24. Stating the media advisory statement that got printed off over at the Elito News 24 newsroom printer as the editor handed it to the producer, then given it to me, that the current Kiplionian date being 30th April A.KLN 396, and in the next couple moments to the initial day of Ruby A.KLN 396. This verse relayed from Kanbordeeian Kip 784 in Kanbordee City. This statement was issued by RDK Deputy Leader Newmi-swift Kryptor. We got told we need to head to DGS Square Raidtzer and Raymond Blake.
The hosts has informed me that there's going to be an esports match, but this takes place outside of Elitopia in Alphtronic Republic. Make that too, at Alphtronic City, at Alphtronic Esports Arena and at DGTron Esports Gaming Center. At the eSpot, it's Alphtronic City Shock versus Alphtronic. In DGTron, it's DGtronic versus OpTic-Elito. They compete in best of 7, encounter Blitz Striker, with 20 Kiplionian play and 5 Kiplionian rest, that is 2 choice and 5D no choice, 28 minutes 48 seconds, and 7 minutes 12 seconds, 48 and 12 decimutes, totaling 25 Kiplionians, 2.5 choice, 60 decimutes, 36 minutes per round. Match start at 1000, 008, 700, and 50 Kiplionian ATR-CX and 2738 009.750 ATR-RT, translating to 2 o'clock p.m. EliteCity in the happy new month of 3rd or Ruby depending on calendar system. And second half of A.KLN 396 in Kiplionian Kingdom and KBD 0227 start versus the forces of evil in Kanbordeeian version. Viewing party to be held at Esports Arena section of DGS-ELZ, then to be moved to the nightclub. Meanwhile, esports gamers from EliteCity Shock, Blood Red Gaming, JXEG and Team K Gaming are hosting the NYE inspired event for the halftime of the Kiplionian year, as we have less than a minute left as it's 23:59 Kiplionian. As the New Year balls are making its descent outside in EliteCity and in Alphtronic City, as Alphtronic City event officials has also decided to pitch in for the new Kiplionian half year, and as with the activity above at NYE Central, Jared and Renee just finishing up the countdown. Anyhow, the 2 Alphtronican esports matches are on now at Game TV secondary channels, Gamer Radio, and on Gamer TV premium channels, also Game TV International. Also streaming online at GameTV.ELP and Game TV app. Free download from your favorite app store plus the live vlog. Anyhow, the time is close. Not to mention in behalf of Game TV, also the fellas at Elito News 24 and Petters EPZ Jinx and KanborDeeian at Media Enterprises, and to the affiliates and sister networks. A splendid H&M of 3rd will lead in second half of A.KLN 396. Game on. And H&M 3rd will lead in happy new half year of A.KLN 396. This is fireworks are going off in EliteCity Metro, Kiplionian Kingdom, and Alphtronic City, as there's not 1 but 2 esports matches at the same time at eSpot, and DGTron is viewing party kicks off now at DG Square Elitostar's Esports Arena section. We are joined with Shaker, Mickey Daniels, number 88, captain of EliteCity Shock. He to spectate the 2 esports matches in a viewing party, also the esports match here at the top of the hour, the Junkers, and Blood Red. Shaker, anything to add? You mean the esports match of Blood Red Gaming and the Junkers, to occur at 3 bells, at the start of H&M Kanbordee Gewnkin KP16 and second half of the KanborYear. Yes. Anyhow. Game on. I want to give Farah and Raptor, Corey Zanders, and Mark Zaniels a splendid H&M and happy new half year of 3rd, Ruby and Gewnkin, A.KLN 396, NYE 48 and KP16 over at NYE Central above, and Richard Raidtzer and Ichigo Raidtzer good luck on a friendly jet ski race at Alpha River.
First to my brother's yacht to the east and back winds, 25 nautical miles, 46 kilometers, 116 Kina nitros, 54 Kia matros in total. Get ready, Richard Raidtzer and Ichigo Raidtzer.
Okay, I Richard are ready. Same as I, Ichigo.
Cause I am counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. On your mark. Get set. Go. Ha. Off they go. This as EliteCity celebrates the second half of the new Kiplionian year of A.KLN 396 and start of THURQ or Ruby, depending on calendar system for Kiplionian Kingdom. In KBE 0227 star versus the forces of evil in Kanbor version. Now I do hear esports match to occur in 1 hour as I must head to DG Square Elitostar in 1 hour but head to Raptor tuning first then DLTS also must stop at Delta 6 and L alarm cease. Alarm 6. Friend of mine take over.
You mean your sister, Crystal J.
Oops. My bad, Crystal. Anyhow you take over for me.
Okay.
I have to make detour to pass by Corey Xander's house and Dewey's house just to get their attention. Dewey must be inside. Corey's car is parked outside.
Whoa. That is the exact same car as mine but a different trim, and is not an electrified car. And different color. Check the license plate. This must be the fellow I met at Zen Speedway yesterday. Must follow his car.
Despite the fireworks outside to shut up in the next 10 minutes for second half of Kiplionian year A.KLN 396 in Kiplionian Kingdom KBE 0227 star versus the forces of evil in Kanbor version, and the Kanbordeeian counterpart in 55 minutes for HNM Glenlyn and second half of KanborYear 15, I am going to head to Delta 6 to get some things for event at 3 o'clock PM, midnight KBT then head to Raptor tuning. However must head to JapanTown to meet with Savage and Itsuki. This in EliteCity's East End.
Check the rear view. Must be Tokyo Raystars 1995. EY0995 Toyota Supra MK4, white in color, behind the Raidtzer Mobile.
Wow, that is sure nifty hot hatch. However must get the mind off Savage, Itsuki and Dewey for now cause I am going to head to Alpha River to see what Ishigo and Richard are doing since Ryoka and Sares just spotted their Jetski seconds ago, as they texted me just now as they must be heading west, anyhow. Circuit Beta at Speed Raceway in which we would have race, that has since been in use by some fellows for practice.
Dewey, Savage. I want you to pay attention to the event on the 23rd of July, 2021, this being the Summer Games, as I marked that on the calendar.
Tokyo Olympics Summer Games? I am not aware of the event being held in Nipponland, that got pushed back 1 year due to the This the same for the Hanatalia 2020 soccer tournament in which Web Chester to host.
This while the Alphbeta soccer tournament to get held this month throughout July, as Elitopia to host the tournament, as in the event in 2017, Elite Year 1017, it's Rexapolia who hosted the event. In 2025, Elite Year 1025, it will be Alphtronic Republic's turn to host.
I also note just in the past hour, the Sistika 2021 Auto Olympics. It's like the Olympics, Summer Games, but it's about cars as it's a multinational automotive racing event with tons of automotive racing types in one event, to take place on the 23rd of July also.
Auto Olympics? I do note Race TV to have coverage of the event, as well as Elitosports 360.
This as I am going to program all the racing events in the Auto Olympics on Race TV. This on my DVR.
Me too.
You should, while I got to tell the EliteCity car community of the Auto Olympics.
Now I gotta switch vehicles to the 2022 Flex Drixta Hybrid as I am going to drive my 2020 Toyota GR Supra tonight that my friend gave it to me as a birthday gift yesterday as I turned 25 years old yesterday. One thing about the GR Supra MK5, it have a MK4 spoiler. My friend who put that on from his 1996 Toyota Supra MK4 as he put on a new spoiler.
Crystal, any word on time when that Chico and Richard to be back?
Very soon.
How long?
Maybe 1 to 2 minutes.
Anyhow, I received a phone call not long ago from Dewey and Savage, over at Itsuki's house. There's going to be an Auto Olympics to be held in Shizuoka, Nipponland on July 23, 2021. It's like the Olympics, the Summer Games, but it's all about automotive racing galore, of all types, rally, togue, circuit, oval, drag and more.
Auto Olympics? I wonder if there's some street racing competition as part of the event.
Yes, however this takes place along a designated course in downtown Shizuoka, in which means road closures and detours galore.
Yes, but this takes place in the daytime, whereas street racing is more common at nighttime, most notably after midnight.
12 o'clock a.m. 16.6 EMT, 0400 TRX. That's when Michael and I be sleeping.
Crystal, I do mean Shizuoka time, not EliteCity time, and which is 9 hours ahead of Universal Time, GMT, aka UTC.
This translates to 11 o'clock a.m. in EliteCity Metro.
11 a.m. This in which oh my, hold up, here they come. I see them just a soccer field length away.
Must make the final second swift acceleration to overtake Ichigo. Into the sprint to the finish. The finish is just near. Turbo boost. Drat, he's like zooming at 90 knots.
And Ichigo Raidtzer wins. Richard Raidtzer is runner-up.
They must be going fast, like 85 to 100 km per joy, 140 to 165 km per hour, 75 to 90 knots, as it must be powerful Jetski side to know they're wearing goggles, helmets, lift jackets, and packs.
Yes, Arioka, those have powerful engines.
Drat. I lost. Maybe if I can beat him in an electric longboard race starting at 3 p.m. starting at Kanbordee Street. I win. I win. Take that, Richard. Ha.
Welcome back to Afternoon Live on Elito News 24. I am Catherine Zenils bringing to you live at Studio EL1 Elito News 24 News Enter at Pay to ZDZ Jinx Zen KanborYear Net Media HQ in EliteCity. It's 2:30 p.m. EliteCity. The headlines at this half hour.
Richard, that is sure a decent hot hatch. It's similar to my car. Ichigo, this is not a Flex Nixta, it's the Drexta, PHEV but a sport performance trim. It have a twin-turbo supercharged engine and powerful electric motor. Oh, Richard, anyhow who drives that car?
The vehicle is driven by Raidtzer P Kryptor, one of the RDK 6, as I am his partner, Young M Kryptor, also from RDK 6, from RDK 3000 TriStar.
No wonder why Dewey has since went to Delta 6. This is I wonder what he needs something there as I am going into the store.
Thank you for shopping at Delta 6. Happy new Kanbordee month of Gewnkin KP16 and happy new half-year Kanbordee 2H, KP16.
Thank you, as I do note it's after 23:31 KBT, 2:31 PM EliteCity, with less than half hour to the event.
Oh my god, is it really after 2:30 in the afternoon? I do know event is less than half hour at 3 bells for kickoff of Gewnkin month on the Kanbor calendar, and second half of the KanborYear XVI. This is I plus Savage, and Dewey and fellas at Raptor tuning to host event at Savage's house when event occurs at 3, as I must get some things, as Savage is preparing the playlist to play via his Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 MR trim. I invite the fellas at Drivers Legends Tuning Shop Sweet Dreams Car Community, DLTS, SDCC, Aryoka, Saria, Tokyo and others to join in the event as we gonna have a dance once clock strikes 3.
This is I must head to DigiSquare Elitostar, as there's an esports match to occur at that time, Blood Red Gaming vs Dance City Gewnkin.
Okay, Tiffany Daniels. Goodbye. Anyhow for you Dewey Todd Ball. You made it to the right place to shop, as we have stuff for you for the last minute happy new month, season plus half-year Kanbordee party for Gewnkin month and season and second half of the KanborYear, also the Elito calendar counterpart for ADA, Elite Year 1021. And second half of EY 1021 in the next couple days.
Okay, I am going to grab my smartphone as I do have a list Savage Sisternan who has sent the list in the past few minutes.
Alex, there may not be enough time. We may need to assist Dewey with the items but we must do it together, and fast.
Alright, Michael, this is we went to the store numerous times. Let's do it.
Splix, Drawn, Spinel, gamers, we better head to DG Square Elitostar immediately. My cousin Shaker from ELS needs us to head there in appreciation of Blood Red and DCG at 1500 hours.
Okay, cousin Witch.
Okay, OpTic-Elito must go.
This is Kanbor and Blood Red Gaming to compete against the Jokers at the top of the hour, 3 p.m., EliteCity time, midnight KBT, 79.1 EMT, 1900 TRX here at Esports Arena section of DG Square Elitostar in EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia, with viewing parties at Zen Dome. Zen Speedway despite Elito pre-1600 race, also in Kanbordee City, as I, Shaker, from EliteCity Shock and the teammates will be spectating, as with my bro Slacker from RDK 3000 TriStar, and my sis Tiffany Daniels, make that Tiffany as Slacker has since went back to RDK 3000 TriStar HQ. Shaker, yes, this is the VWGT hosts has since arrived just now at DG Square Elitostar. Kanbor, how do you know? Shaker, I heard from Raymond Blake, he has since paged them to cover the match. Anyhow since Slacker is at the main HQ, as we hand off to him immediately. Thank you Shaker, this is we at RDK 3000 TriStar has gotten told by the VWGT and Game TV hosts that VWGT needs to end prematurely for today but the hosts will be back for tonight's show for VWG2 and is by special authorization by Petras EDZ Jinx Zen KanborYear. Since Chronos is short-staffed for this afternoon, and WTV News 24 in Web Chesterfield, programming is temporarily suspended due to a workers' strike despite talks ongoing between union and employees, since we are going multi-platform on all networks of RDK 3000 TriStar, radio, television, and more. As we are powering up always, always as RDK 3000 TriStar today on all networks of RDK 3000 TriStar, also on CHQ TV, SRJ 64 TV and Star 2000 TV begins right now. Welcome to the special 10 Choi edition of RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Max SD Kryptor over at Studio R3 at the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in EliteCity. We are powered up always as we also like to welcome the viewers over at CHQ TV, SRJ TV, and Star 2000 TV. Here's the headlines at this hour.
From RDK 3000 TriStar Newsline, we are powered up always. Live from Studio R8 at the RDK 3000 TriStar World Headquarters in EliteCity. This is a special extended edition of RDK 3000 TriStar Today Blitz Edition. Filling in for Mike Z Kryptor and Christina A Kryptor, who's on assignment. Here's Slacker, Max SD Kryptor.
Mike Z Kryptor and Christina A Kryptor are at Xen Raceway covering the Elito Pre-1600 to take place at top of the hour. We go have live report from DG Square Elitosat and Xen Speedway in moments, but we begin with the recap of the kickoff of the half year on the Kiplionian calendar and new Kiplionian month of Ruby, formerly Thurg of A.KLN 396, as celebrations were galore in EliteCity, Alphtronic City and in Kiplionian Kingdom, and KBE 0227 Star versus the forces of evil in Kanbordee version. With the countdown to the Kanbordeeian counterpart of Gewnkin KP16 and second half of the KanborYear at start of esports match Dance City Jonkers and Blood Red Gaming and a race Elito Pre-1600.
Anyhow, Mickey, Adam, Patrick, have you watched Elito News 24 within this hour?
Yes. I Spinel in which from OpTic-Elito plus Shaker from EliteCity Shock do love the clock ident, in which is your idea for the theme for Elito News 24's clock ident being Spinel love. Game on. Yes, I Shaker do love the clock ident a lot.
This is I, Scout, along with Wolf and Kanbordeeian to stream Elito News 24 on its website on the gaming computer since our practice session has concluded, as we have a bit of free time.
Good idea, Wolf, as I Kanbordeeian must head to the Elito News 24 website fast, https://www.elitonews24.elp/live, and must click on the play button, clock ident to come up during commercial break, in which may come up imminent. This is Kanber, Wolf, and Scout from Blood Red Gaming and Shaker from EliteCity. Shock has met with Tiffany Daniels, plus some esports gamers from OpTic-Elito, Shaker, and Tiffany's brother Spinel, and their cousin Witch, also their teammates Splix and Tron. Now one Game TV insider told me 3 of the Blood Red Gaming esports players has since minimized the game Counter Blitz Striker and opened their web browsers on the gaming computers as Shaker from ELS has grabbed out his smartphone as Kanber. Wolf and Scout has went to the Elito News 24 website as Shaker opened up the Elito News 24 Plus mobile app. This is Tiffany Daniels told them of the clock ident theme for Elito News 24 as they do love the clock ident, being Spinel love. Unfortunately we will be heading to a programming break. As the clock ident to be showcasing during programming break, I am Raymond Blake over at Game TV and Elito News 24's afternoon live will be right back in a few. Ringo Silvestar will report from NYE Central after the break. Spinel love clock ident theme on Elito News 24 premiering now. Welcome back to Elito News 24's Afternoon Live. I am Ringo Silvestar, over at NYE Central of DGS-ELZ in EliteCity. We will hand off to Catherine Zaniel soon, then Raymond Blake later on for pre-match countdown for the Jewnkers in Blood Red. The Lion and Lioness Jared and Renee is ready for the kickoff for the countdown for Gewnkin month and second half of KP16 as the fellows at Kanbordee Street in EliteCity also in Kanbordee City sure are hyped. As it's nearing 23:45, 11:45 p.m. KBT on 30th of Jakian, KP16 on Astaranian.A. This is it's nearly time for the kickoff of 15-minute countdown to start of Gewnkin month and season plus second half of the KanborYear KP16. 15 minutes, or 25 deci-minutes. The countdown has begun. 15 minutes on the clock.
Excuse me, Ringo Silvastar, sorry if I photobomb on live television. I need to do last-minute request by esports gamer from Dance City Gyunkers to the orb clock 2.0, and the text on the video wall at the end of the countdown. This from Tweety Ralph Jackson, number 52 from DCG. He's a fan of Total Drama, as he needed to add Gyun from Total Drama alongside Gyun from Ben 10.
This coming from Tron, number 32, Jeremy Phelps from OpTic-Elito, as he then rushed to the master control to do such quite a high priority important and urgent request, in which that is being accepted as that is being processed and that will not take too long. Anyhow, in the past hour, Stage Alpha was used as a temporary measure for event for the subject for the Kiplionian calendar, as Stage Beta was not yet ready, as the new additions at NYE Central being the Spinel love poll that was created by Tiffany Daniels with assistance from RDK 3000 TriStar Clock R Kryptor, a few fellows from the RDK 6, and Sean H Kryptor and Rick J Kryptor, as these were mounted at 12:05 PM EliteCity today as it was being configured, but that took longer than expected. This as the orb clock 2.0 is moved to the left rather than center as the Spinel love pole. This as the digital clock featured the Alphtronic time systems and the two analog clocks showing time in Alphtronic time and KBT, with the Spinel gem second hand rotating once every Kiotrokant or Dino Choi for the Alphtronic clock and every 60 seconds for the other analog clock, with the bottom of the heart act as pointer for the tens of trokants and seconds, as those are electronic motor driven analog clocks.
Excuse me, this is rather important and urgent, as I do need to have airtime, as this Elito News 24 newscast gets simulcasted on RDK 3000 TriStar today on RDK 3000 TriStar TV service. This is Xen Z Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division visiting EliteCity, Elitopia.
Doing. Next time, watch out for sudden thunderstorms, in which got severe then tornado warned, as we were caught in one of those, and you were accelerating fast, in which we would have otherwise reduced vehicle speed. Even we saw a tornado within close proximation, flash flooding in which we had to make detour, and large hail plus 120 km/h wind gusts.
Do not worry, I can deal with the sudden weather conditions well, as I'm a pro. Anyhow, I got a tell initial regarding our arrival.
Savage, Dewey, nice to see you. I do hear of a nasty storm along the route. Hope you made it safe.
Yes, even there was a tornado warning for the route we took.
However, Dewey, initial, we are starting our vacation in Rio De Blox, as we must stay for the time being.
Okay, get your suitcases from out trunks of your car, as I'll set up a room for you too.
Thank God for my raincoat, and my goggles and helmet, as I had to drive cautiously. Now I have since arrived, as I must tell the trio's re subject to occur at 2100 hours Rio De Blox, 2000 hours RDKTSR tonight, as news presenter discussed the subject on the radio, as I tuned my pocket radio to the station. Ugh. Forgot my RDK pack.
Xen Z Kryptor, I didn't you expect to be here, what gives?
That was quite a surprise, as we didn't saw the RDK mobile until you arrived.
You staying with us?
Yes, Savage, but for the night as I start the vacation. However, I am bringing my suitcase in from the hatch later on. Now I gotta tell you of the subject to take place this evening, but I will share details with you later on. It's not a race, it's not esports, it's not football, aka soccer or other sporting event, even it's not a concert or musical performance.
Anyhow, for you Dewey and Savage, the room is set, this in the spare room.
Okay, Dewey, come.
Okay. Savage, we better unpack now.
Good idea, Dewey.
Initial, I just want you to be aware of the subject to occur at 2000 hours RDK TSR tonight, 2100 hours Rio De Blox. This regarding the event outside of Robloxian Federation, this being the event in beta content, in Alphtronican Republic, capital being Alphtronic City. It's a New Year inspired event. As they rung in their New Year yesterday evening as the New Year occurs on the summer solstice. I am talking about the Alphtronic Metric Millennium, as its day 999,999 on its day count. They use the Alphtronic metric system, as 24 hours equal to 1 million tokens, as it's based on universal time, UTC.
What year is it in their system?
They just rung in year 2768 just last night at 2000 hours RDK TSR, 2100 hours Rio De Blox. Now gonna tune to some radio station on this radio that is also the one on my pocket radio and the car infotainment on my RDK mobile, 100.0 MHz on the FM band, this being the English version of the local radio station serving 24-hour news and talk, as most others are in Portuguese and Spanish.
Tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings has been cancelled just now for areas to the south of Rio De Blox, as with a tornado watch as storms has since weakened and moved out of the listening area. Tonight calls for clear skies, low of 12 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow's forecast calls for sunny skies, with very high UV index, not as hot, with daytime temperatures of 25 degrees Celsius feeling like 29, low temperatures of 8 degrees Celsius. Wind west of 20 kilometers per hour gusting to 40. We now discuss the subject tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Rio De Blox, as it's the Alphtronic Metric Millennium, as we are joined with. Let's get to the game. Ride the Elito
Good
wave.
thing the storms has since weakened. Good thing I pack my sunscreen cause of elevated UV index, being 9 or very high for tomorrow, as it's a nice day tomorrow. Now, the radio presenter must be talking about the subject, as I am determining which channel I usually watch in Kryptor City. RDK 3000 TriStar Television Service, Elito News 24 International Robloxia, Jinx TV International Robloxia. That one is an esports and gaming channel, showcasing a regional esports match. This one featuring soccer, must be a sports channel. That must be Kanbordeeian International Robloxia. That must be a race. 24 hours of blocks. Must be a racing channel. This must be boxing, another sporting channel. Bingo, here we go. Elito News 24 International Robloxia.
These are live shots of esports arena section of DG Square Elitosat's esports arena section in the heart of Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia, in which Elite City Shock takes on Blood Red Gaming in Map 7 in Battle Blitz Warts in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Splix Blitz 2021. With viewing parties galore across selected venues across Robloxian Federation, even here at DG Blox here in Kryptor City, New Bloxgate, Krypsation Republic, and also in Greenville, Brookhaven, and at Roblox City. Match score is 3-3, as it's a decisive Map 7, as Map 7 begun moments ago, as it's best of 7, map name being Igars and mode is multi-combo. I am Mark Starblox over at Elito News 24 Robloxian Bureau in Kryptor City, and welcome back to Elito News 24 International Tonight Robloxia edition on Elito News 24 International Robloxia. We of course will keep up to date with the esports match result, as we now focus to international news outside of Robloxian Federation, as it's 6:12 p.m. right now here in Kryptor City, also time in Elite City Metro, Elitopia, where it's 22:12 UTC, 5:12 p.m. Xenopolis City, Xenopolia 3:12 a.m. KBT. Crossing Kanbordeeian hour 16 kilo Kanbordeeian time KKT, 7:06 Seoul, 13.3 kmt, 11:12 p.m. Web Chesterfield, 5:12 a.m. Hexity Hextopolia, 21.6 HMT, 1:57 HOT, Septal Triuno Splix Octal time, Occhisaneo Sainchi Duo Splix Octal time, 22:20 Tracks time, and 92.5 Elite Metric time, in which is 925 Kiotrokins Alphtronic Clocks time, as we have less than 75 Kiotrokins, or 1 hour 48 minutes to the Alphtronic Metric Millennium, as we show you live shots coming from Skycam at Alphtronic City. In Alphtronic Republic, as they rung in the new Alphtronic year of year 2738 last night, as they do it again this time for the Alphtronic Metric Millennium tonight. Who knows? A metric millennium is 1 million days. 1,000 metric years is its day 999,999 for today until midnight universal time. 8 p.m. Kryptor City and EliteCity time, in which is 9 p.m. Rio De Blox time for our viewers on our Rio De Blox as Elito News 24 International Robloxia Rio De Blox feed has got launched in Rio De Blox this morning with programming in English with Spanish and Portuguese interpretations. This is we show you the time and date in Alphtronic timekeeping system. On the screen behind me upper part is the Alphtronic clock's time, ATRCX, and on the bottom is ATRRT Alphtronic Raidtzer date with fractional time as it's 999, 999, 926 Kilotrokins ATRCX and 2738,000.926 ATRRT, via Trokin 99,999 9's day. We are joined with Elito News 24 Alphtronic correspondent Steven Silvestar, who is live in downtown Alphtronic City, Alphtronic Republic, along with Steve Zikros over at NYE Central at DGS-ELZ in EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia. Also on the phone with Liz Blockster over in Kryptor City next to RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division Center headquarters. Steven, how's it like over there with 74 Kilotrokins to go?
Yes, as we are bringing this report on the Elito News 24 domestic feed in Elitopia on 24 Elitopian hours, also Elito News 24 International Alphtronic, Global, Kanbordee, Hextapolia, Xenopolia and Robloxian feeds as the mood here in Alphtronic City is sure electric anyhow for those fearing of the D1M bug, in which was the variant of the so-called Y2K bug with a variant in Hextapolia almost 14 Viatrokins ago. Re the HY1K bug that destroyed a city that shattered the Hextapolian economy, also separations and independence of existent and Texada as a result. All systems here in Alphtronic are fully D1M, Day 1 million compliant, as it will definitely not be end of the world doomsday Armageddon, as it's more of celebrate, excite to the max with a huge fireworks show to be a world record to smash Elitopian, Hextapolian, Xenopolian and Robloxian titles in duration, intensity, most used per weight, and coverage.
Thank God. This is we do not want a repeat of the situation as with subject in West Hextapolia, in which is now Southern Texada back in early February 2021. Yes, Mark, this is Corey Zanders wonder why did the Elito pre-1600 get unexpectedly postponed at the last minute. Is it to begin this afternoon? Now it's rescheduled for next week in Race TV Xylem casting Zeno Race TV from Xenopolia and Race TV.elp. Now a dark page with some small white text in center. Why? Corey Zanders, in solidarity against illegal street racing, as there has been illegal street racing in past 48 hours, with a few fellows conducting street race from EliteCity toward Raidtzer crossing the Elitopian Xenopolian border ending at Rio de Xenopolia. The rest street raced in Alphtronic Republic. The channel and website to go back on the air in 96 hours. They have since went back to Elitopia, however the fellows are now banned from DG Square, Elitosat, Zendome, ZY Park, Rex Arena, RDK 3000 TriStar, and Zen Speedway until this Saturday, June 27, 2021 at 1200 hours EliteCity. Yes, that explains why I have not got hold of Savage Sinstanen. His social handles is with Dewey, and others are temporary banned, suspended until mentioned time, this Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m.
Gonna cook some hamburgers, as Xen Z Kryptor wants it cooked to perfection, also cooking up bacon soon as he wants bacon cheeseburger. For me, I'll have my own burger, as I'll surprise Dewey and Savage. I'm a type of patty. It is a Beyond Meat plant-based burger.
That was Liz from Alphtronic City in Alphtronic Republic. We have breaking news just into News Talk 100. Reports of looting in progress in Gawker Hills, 200 kilometers south of Rio De Blox, following tornado mayhem this late afternoon. Gawker Hills police are being dispatched to the area.
Hold on, Milos Z Kryptor from EliteCity. Smoke alarm has just went off as I need to determine cause of alarm at friend's residence.
Smoke alarm, I'd better head inside to see what is going on. Initial must had burned something in the kitchen.
Do I hear a smoke alarm going off from inside? And where did Arya go? She must have heard the alarm too, as she have since went indoors. Wait a minute. Smoke alarm must have been silenced. Maybe the situation might have been resolved.
Good thing for the fire extinguisher. I had to put out a fire and had to open the windows. This as I tossed the paper towel into the waste basket, but ended up on the pot and burner and it got ignited, thus had to shut off electricity to the stove in order to put the fire out. Anyhow, things are resolved as the patties are cooked as with the bacon, as I am preparing the burgers.
About time. Situation must have been resolved and smoke alarm got silenced.
Initial, I heard the smoke alarm that went off moments ago. Did you overcook?
Yes, we were watching TV regarding some boxing when we heard the alarm. What gives?
Yes, what with the alarm?
It was a horrific mistake. I threw the paper towel with grease residue aiming at the waste basket bin, ended up on the stove onto the burner and pan as it got ignited, resulting in a fire. I had to open the windows and get the fire extinguisher to put out the fire. I even had to yell at Arya to switch off electricity to the stove via circuit breaker panel.
Arya, I smell burgers. It makes me hungry. Anyhow, it is kinda late as the sun is going to set in the next hour.
I do not have my watch on me. Stefan, what is the time?
1945 hours, June 21st, 2021. This is I heard the clock chime from clock tower nearby.
7:45 p.m. Thanks for the time check. We better head inside as it's kinda late.
Hold on while I take off my water gear. Okay, let's head inside now.
Okay. Stefan, why were you in the living room?
For some reason, I heard the TV and radio as I checked what's on the television and radio. Local news radio station and Elito News 24 International Robloxia, they are talking about the subject at 2100 hours Rio De Blox, in which to be 1 trillion units on the time system. I never heard of the city and country I need to look into. This after 24 hours after the regional new year, as I note it's year 2738 on their calendar system, as the new year occurs on the summer solstice.
Yes, as it was the Alphtronic New Year they celebrated just close to 23 hours ago, as we are down to just 72 minutes, 1 hour 12 minutes to the new Alphtronic Metric Millennium, 5 choice, 120 deci-newts, 50 kilotrokans, as it's 999,999,950 kilotrokans Alphtronic clock's time right now. Kia means kilo, Mia means giga, Nia means tera. 1 million trokans, a Mia trokan is 24 hours. 1 viaduct trokan is a metric week.
Oh, I know, 10 kilotrokans is a choi in elite metric time, since INRYA was just back from EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia in the past week, 14 minutes 24 seconds. 1 kilotrokan, 1000 trokans is 1 minute 26.4 seconds, a metric minute, a metric second is 10 trokans, 0.864 second, and a trokan is 86.4 milliseconds, as the Alphtronic metric system inspired from the Pandecenal system Tempus Spatium sequence time. 1 metric hour equal to 100 kilotrokan, 2 hours 24 minutes, as we have less than half a metric hour to go.
Yes, 1 matro equal to 0.847294556 meters. 1 gree is 0.786459656 kilograms, 1 liter equals to 608.27 liters, and 1 chart is 0.1 degrees Celsius, and 2 is 360 degrees angle. This unlike the Pandecimal system unit names of same value of metra, grav, Pandecimal cubic length unit, esta and turn. Also 1 litro equals to 0.60827 liter. And 1 ciomatros per trokan is 0.3530394 kilometers per hour, about 0.2193685 miles per hour, 9.80665 centimeters per second, about 3.8608886 inches per second.
I did some figuring out on which the epoch started, into June of year 718 BCE.
Correct.
Savage, when does the event Stefan and Xen Z Kryptor just mentioned to occur?
He said, next metric half hour, in which is less than 1 1/4 hours, so given the time now, to be in over an hour at 9 o'clock p.m. Rio De Blox time.
Yes, Stefan also told me, Alphtronic Republic is located in Beta Continent, time zone is UTC. Capital is Alphtronic City, as the fellas over there must be partying hard. The country never uses daylight saving time, and never has used daylight saving time.
This is, I wonder, where is that on the map?
I do need to bring my laptop from my suitcase and bring it downstairs just to look up the area via map service online.
No need for that. Dewey, a Xen Z Kryptor, can show it for us. He brought his own laptop.
Stefan, what are you doing next to the radio?
Getting the latest news headlines as they always do on this radio station on the top and bottom of the hour. News Talk 100 Rio De Blox. This especially the Alphtronic Metric Millennium, as we are down to the final hour.
This is News Talk 100.0 FM Rio De Blox. I am Rod Daniels, your host for the next 2 hours. It is 2000 hours Rio De Blox time. Here's the rundown of the top stories happening now. Local parties just kick off tonight in appreciation of the event in Alphtronic Republic, as it's the Alphtronic Metric Millennium just an hour away. Developing story, powerful EF5 tornado strikes Gucker Hills, destroying city, but no one hurt. Alphtronic Metric Millennium celebrations cancelled. There is state of emergency in effect.
Oh my god. Oh dear. That is where my friend lives. I gotta head there tomorrow to see if he's alright. Although if the place is flooded, I may bring my water gear, as I have to swim to his residence. Also dive underwater in flood waters as I did once in the past, as I do have my diving gear, as my jet ski is at home.
Initial, about the Audi Quattro. Beside, I need to take a through look.
Okay, however, Savage is in the shower. You gotta wait until he's finished.
Whew. Done my shower. Now I need to get dressed. There, now I gotta head back downstairs. There, now I gotta head back downstairs.
Wait a minute, Savage. Initial needs to tell you something.
There's the Audi Quattro that gets located on the side of the building that may get your interest.
Where is it?
Follow me.
Did Savage, Initial, and Dewey went outside? I do note the vehicle beside, but it's so dark as I need to get a through look. Thank God I do have my flashlight as I grab it from my RDK pack.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Initial.
I do notice in rough condition.
Going outside, turning on my flashlight and walk to the side of the building. Good thing fireworks for the local celebration for the Alphtronic Metric Millennium has since stopped.
Maybe if we can help restore this car to be perfect again.
Good idea.
I am also thinking of restoring that car. Maybe you two can help me.
Whoa, an Audi Quattro, but it's in bad shape. It needs big time restoration.
Xen Z Kryptor, yes, however, can you offer assistance in helping us restore?
Yes, you can get a reward if you can help us restore and do a good job.
Bruh. We don't have time. We work on the restoration tomorrow. Also, Xen Z Kryptor is staying for the night as he must depart tomorrow morning.
Gonna check the rear of the car. This as I gonna make the list very soon for the parts for the restoration from RDK Tuning, a subdivision of RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox unit division, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar. In which I got a telephone Bogey and Cammy soon to get the tuner's attention regarding the Audi Quattro on the restoration by Savage and Dewey.
Stefan, there's an Audi Quattro that the fellows can restore.
Huh? Where is it?
Outside.
This is I must look. Oh my god. It is. However, it is in rough shape and it needs some restoring, big time.
It is getting late, as we must head indoors. However, for you Initial, I must talk to you in person regarding subject I will discuss in a moment.
Okay, Xen Z Kryptor.
Yes, it is kinda late, we must head inside as it's too late to go swimming.
This in which we have to call it a night quite soon.
Wait a minute, Initial. I had to bring my suitcase along the way as I got that from the hatch of the RDK Mobile. As I said earlier, I am staying for the night as I must depart tomorrow, as I start my vacation.
Okay, where are you be heading tomorrow?
I will be heading outside of Robloxian Federation as first stop will be this.
What is this city?
Kanbordee City, Kanbor Metro, Kanbordee Republic as its early morning KBT, Kanbor time, 5 hours east of Universal Time, on 22nd Jakian KP16 on the Kanbordeeian calendar.
While Xen Z Kryptor will call his buddies in Kryptor City to tell the tuners to ship the parts in his behalf for us, I got to order the remaining parts as he sent me a list of parts from RDK Tuning as I am ordering the rest.
This as I'll telephone my brother who'll help us restore since Xen Z Kryptor refused as he have a busy day tomorrow.
Then after I depart Kanbordee City, I'll head to Alphtronic Republic and Alphtronic City, in Beta Continent to spend a few days there thanks to the storm in Webchester Field, Webchester, in Anatolia Continent as the storm forced me to rethink plans. This as they just rung in a new Alphtronic Metric Millennium not long ago.
Then where next? You got to be kidding? Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia? In Alpha Continent? There's an esports tournament, the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Splix Blitz 2021, in which I do heard the report from Raymond Blake over at DG2ELITOZ on the TV. Also some fellow on the TV mentioning soccer match Alpha Beta 2021 in which Team Elitopia takes on Team Alphtronic. I do recall, it's a contested esports match and soccer matches last check. Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming was tied 3-3, same goes for the soccer match.
It ends in a 3-3 draw for the soccer match. As for who wins the esports match,
I knew it. They shut out Blood Red Gaming 4-3 in Map 7.
Yes, this as they have since one as this as my favorite esports player in the league mentioned, is Shaker, number 88, who is Mickey Daniels, who is team captain. This as I am planning to meet him in person. He and ELS along with BRG are spectating esports match right now. Elito Liquid versus OpTic-Elito. This as my nickname is Shaker, that's the reason why I chose my nickname.
Stefan, it's time to head home.
Okay, but I'll be driving, as I know Dewey gave you some beer as I know drinking and driving do not mix and can result disastrous. This as I am riding in driver's seat as I drive my car, 2021 Mercedes-AMG A254 Motion, as your car is a 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime PHEV SUV.
I didn't realize I am getting quite drunk already. I am tossing the keys to you as you do only drank Coca-Cola.
Yes, as I tend to stay away from alcoholic beverages and drink soda pop, milk, juice, and water.
Xen Z Kryptor, you sleep in the living room area. Move the coffee table as you place your air mattress.
Okay, have a nice night. Okay, I gotta move the coffee table then place the air mattress and get the electric pump at hand.
Savage is fast asleep, as I must head to bed. Good night, Savage.
It's approaching 0100 hours Rio De Blox, midnight RDK TSR on June 22nd, 2021 as I must wake up in 6 hours at 0600 hours RDK TSR, 0700 hours Rio De Blox, as the alarm is set on my alarm clock, as I get some sleep too. Good night.
Xen Z Kryptor, I have been waiting patiently for you to come, as you texted me you need to show me something.
Yes, Chubby, take a look at this.
Well, a KTM Expo, a 1958 Plymouth, that is also one of the cars I drive but in red, and a 2020 Mercedes-AMG A45 S4matic Plus.
Yes, the Mercedes hot hatch, this as it's one of my favorites, as I may bring the vehicle for a trip.
Where you be heading for vacation, or day trip?
Outside of Robloxian Federation. First being Kanbordee City, Kanbordee Republic, second being Alphtronic City, Alphtronic Republic, third being EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia.
I was just back from Kanbordee City and Alphtronic City as I went back just yesterday, as I knew the Alphtronic Metric Millennium celebrations were a blast. However, I was driving my Toyota Mirai second generation fuel cell vehicle, this because in Kanbordee City, half of the city have zero emission lanes and have strict enforcement. Alphtronic Republic has banned conventional cars and normal hybrids, so only PHEVs fuel cell cars and electrics are only permitted. You cannot bring the Mercedes AMG A45S along the trip. You can get fined $15,000 to $60,000 Kanbor coins, about $500 to $2,000, about $225 to $900 Elitopian LIOs in Kanbordee City, and in Alphtronic City and Alphtronic Republic, $512 Alphtronican dollars, or $900 standard dollars. 400 LIOs plus for every kilometer, can cost you 4 Alphtronican $14 3 LIOs 23 ELIA cents, $7.28, since the emission rating of said vehicle is in Alphtronic units of 217 kg per kilometers, or 192 grams per kilometer of CO2 emissions, and rate is 20 Alphtronican dollars per gray per kilometers, or $18.56 Alphtronican, 14 LIOs 50 ELIA cents, $32.63 per kilogram per kilometer. You can bring the RDK mobile for the trip. It's a multi-fuel plug-in hybrid PHEV that runs on petrol or ethanol fuel, eco-gas or compressed natural gas and hydrogen fuel, also electricity, as you always drive electric only in the city, and hybrid mode when you are on the highway or freeways. The vehicle is permitted to be driven in Alphtronic City plus in ZEV zones in Kanbordee City.
This as I must leave my Mercedes in the garage and bring the RDK mobile instead. However, may consider lending the Mercedes to Bogey, as I am tossing the keys to the Mercedes to you and you head to the HQ to toss the keys to Bogey. It also have the remote for the automatic garage door opener. No wonder the fees are expensive to drive the vehicle in Alphtronic Republic by the kilometer.
Okay, see you on the 5th of July once you get back.
Okay, as I am heading to the Hyperloop station, it to depart in the next half hour to Kanbordee City. I do have my required documents plus my passport and stuff.
I must head to the RDK 3000 Trista Roblox Unit Division Center headquarters to toss the keys to Bogey, then head home.
And off I go.
Rex X Kryptor from Kanbordee City, Steve A T Kryptor in Alphtronic City, Xen S Kryptor from EliteCity. I am Chubby the Panda 5RBLX, a member and contributor of RDK 3000 Trista Roblox Unit Division. I have to inform you that its divisional leader Xen Z Kryptor has since departed Kryptor City. New Blox Gate, Cryptation, Robloxian Federation and is en route to Kanbordee City in the next 2 hours. The keys to his 2020, KP15, Elite Year 1020, Alphtronic Year 2737, Mercedes-AMG, a 45S4 Motion Plus has been tossed to Bodhi, as he plans to use it once Xen Z Kryptor is away, as Xen Z Kryptor is taking the RDK mobile onto the trip.
This is based on current time, to be 0000 KBT, 1500 hours RDK TSR when he arrives, at the new Kanbordee, 25th Jakian, KP16 on the Kanbor calendar, June 24th. 2021 in civil calendar, as Raidtzer X Kryptor will welcome Xen Z Kryptor, as we at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee will send him the ultimate greeting.
This as I assume the current time in Kanbordee City being 10 o'clock PM right now, whereas it's 1 o'clock PM in Kryptor City, also in EliteCity, Elitopia and RDK time.
Yes, this equals to 1000,02791 Kiatrokans ATRCX and 2738003.791 ATRRT when he arrives to Kanbordee City, and next 83 Kiatrokans as it's 708 KTS right now.
This is Xen S Kryptor will have to inform Ryan M Kryptor and Milos Z Kryptor of this immediately, when he be heading to Alphtronic City from Kanbordee City and from Kanbordee City to EliteCity.
He to head to Alphtronic City late on 27th Jakian, or June, KP16/2021, 1,005 MIA Tricans, year 2738 day 6, and he to head to EliteCity just hours before the half-time of the Kanbordee year and start of June Lan month, 30th of Jakian KP16 or June, 2021, 1,007 MIA Tricans, year 2738 day 8, Zeta 28th, EY 1021. As he to arrive to EliteCity no later than 11 o'clock PM KBT, 2 o'clock PM EliteCity, Kryptor City and RDK time, 750 Kiatrikans, 75.0 EMT, 1800 TRX, 1800 hours Universal Time on mentioned day.
I do note this country is 5 hours ahead of Universal Time, as it's 12 minutes after midnight local on June 25, 2021, translating to 1512 RDK TSR, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX on the 24th of June. And it uses the metric system. However, for temperature, why on earth does it says degrees S rather than degrees C to refer degrees Celsius with a secondary unit KBMI, and the weird language other than English, well, without the letter C?
It's Finita, 25th of Jakin, KP16.
25th of what? KP16? I do note the year numbering system with epoch of 2005, or Elite Year 1005 in the Kanbordeeian era, aka KP.
Yes, Xen Z Kryptor, as 2005 or EY 1005 is year 0, as before Kanbordee Day, or April 9th on normal calendar is BKP 0, on day of April 9th, 2005, to BKP 0, and 2006, EY 1006 is KP 1. Month and weekday names are named based on the fictional character from the Kanbor 7, previously named after a Pokemon until start of first quarter of this year. This is we Kanbordeeians call as the Kanbor calendar.
Kanbor calendar? What was the previous month and what is the next month?
Previous month was Gumbalan, and the upcoming month next week to be Jonlan.
This corresponds to May and July 2021, Epsilon and Eta, EY 1021 in the Elito calendar. For some reason when I pressed zeros on the remote, it goes to channel 1. Anyhow, it's new, as I must get some news. Anyhow, what is this channel on the TV?
Kanbornet 1. The midday news is on. However, you should note the 24-hour Kanbordeeian news channel as I tune the TV to said station.
Kanbor News 24? Have it have any relation to Kanbor News?
Kanbor News on Kanbornet and Kanbor ATV is produced by the fellows at Kanbor Telemedia headquarters and here in Kanbordee City. Kanbor News 24 is produced by the fellows at Kanbordee Broadcasting Media Corporation, KBMK, or in English, KBMC, formerly Kanbor Media Enterprises. Kanbor Telemedia and KBMK are not affiliated in either way.
This is Afternoon Live on Kanbor News 24. I am Richard Kanborstar over at Kanbor News 24 News Center at Kanbor Broadcasting Media Corp HQ in Kanbordee City. It's midday in Kanbordee City. The headlines this hour. Alphtronican alarm monitoring service Chronic Alarm has been fined 1 million Kanbor coins for failure to comply to orders by Kanbordeeian officials following the mass fire alarm situation across some establishments in Kanbordee City back on early morning 22nd Japan 5 a.m. KBT in wake of Alphtronic Metric Millennium, resulting in fire sirens to go off by Kanbordee City Fire Department and a rude awakening over the sirens in Kanbordee City as the panels developed by Chronic Alarm was not compliant to the ATRD1M bug, a variant of the Y2K bug, though of those of older systems despite warning from Fire Chief, RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee, and can alarm, a Kanbordeeian counterpart to Tronic Alarm, to upgrade or replace the panels.
This reminds me on the subject. Was RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee unit division also among the ones affected?
No, we always use the panels and systems from the Kanbordeeian alarm company, Kin Alarm. A technician from the firm came over just yesterday to test the systems here at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Division Center headquarters, and it's confirmed to be in working order. During my stop to EliteCity, Elitopia just last week on the Alphtronic Metric Millennium Eve, with A T Kryptor, RDK 3000 TriStar Alphtronic Division Leader, when clock strikes 1 trillion trokans ATRCX, translating to 0500 KBT 22nd Jakian KP16, 2000 hours RDK-TSR June 21st, 2021. I received a phone call from Corey E. Kryptor, RDK Kanbordee Deputy Leader, stating the sudden fire call sirens in Kanbordee City and told me to head back to Kanbordee City at the soonest possible.
Why are we stopping at this establishment?
To send something to Kanbordee Kiplionian. For some reason the parcel addressed to him ended up in the mail room of RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Division Center headquarters and thus was mailed to the wrong address. The building is the Kanbor labelable KIP 784 Productions adjacent to Kanbor NYE Central headquarters, in which is home of the Kanbordee's landmark channels, KanborNet, and Kanbor TV, also Kanbor Radio. And the building beside we just passed, Kanbordee Broadcast Media Corporation, home of Kanbor News 24. Xen Z. The parcel is kind of large but not that heavy, however it requires 2 of us to transport the parcel to him, so you better carry one end and I carry other end.
Okay, Rex X, as I wonder what's the parcel is for him. Where he's at Kanbor label KIP 784, in which full name is Kanbordee Lapis Gumball Makip 784 Productions as I read the sign.
Thank you Rex X Kryptor and Xen Z Kryptor for dropping off the parcel to us. No wonder it ships to the wrong address.
Yes, the Kanbor 6 sure do loves the plushies.
Correct. This is I do love the splishs and plushies.
This is I also do love the plushies of Newmi-swift.
Same as I concerning plushies of Mudkip.
You are welcome, Kanbor 6.
Now, this is the parcel was shipped to the correct address but was mistakenly dropped off at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Division Center headquarters in the mail room.
What is this esports team at the esports arena in Kanbordee City?
Kanbordee City Shock.
From which league?
Kanbor Gamer Esports Premier League. It's the seasonal grand finals.
Who are their opponent and what video game?
OpTic Kanbor. They compete in a popular front-person shooter video game in Kanbordee Republic.
Call of Duty?
No.
Overwatch?
No.
Dota 2?
Wrong.
CSGO?
Not that either.
Battle Blitz Wars? Counter Blitz Striker? Space Battle 3000?
No. It's those of a Kanbordeeian video game firm. From Kanbor Games.
Kanbor Wars?
Not that.
Kanbor Strike?
No.
Kanbor Battle Striker?
Wrong.
Counter Kanbor Striker?
No. You are wrong. We compete against Kanbor Blitz Strike Wars. Game on. Kanbordee City Shock. Get after OpTic Kanbor big time for the win. Anyhow, Xen Z Kryptor, Rex X Kryptor, we compete in best of 9, first to 5. I am the one in battle tag Pikachu. I am Joseph Kanders, my twin brother, Richard Kanders, who's residing in EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia, who emigrated from Kanbordee City, in Mudkip KP15 on old Kanbor calendar, January 2020 competes for Blood Red Gaming.
RDK Kryptor, why do you have 3 wristwatches?
One of it is a smart watch I got at the electronic shop. Another is an analog watch from a clock store, but it's a flip super watch. Open it up. It have a digital display showing the current date and time, as it was a gift from Sarah J.D. Kryptor, from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordeeian Unit Division. She resides from Silver City. Kanbordeeian as Kanbordeeian uses the same time as KBT, 5 hours ahead of Universal Time. Currency is the Kanbordeeian mark, and 1 mark equal to about 10.6 Kanbor coins, and 1 Elitopia equals to 6.25 Kanbordeeian marks. The third watch, this was given by Stefan A T Kryptor, who is now divisional leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Alphtronic Unit Division since his elder brother Steve A T Kryptor, who was divisional leader at that time when Stefan gives me the watch in subject. Steve has since resigned for personal reasons as he hands over the throne to Stefan. Anyhow, this as they reside in Alphtronic City, Alphtronic Republic. Steve A T Kryptor then becomes head supervisor of RDK 3000 TriStar Alphtronic Unit Division. Time zone is UTC, Universal Time. Currency is the Alphtronican dollar, as 1 Alphtronican dollar equals to about 51.9 Kanbor coins, and 1 Elitopian equals to 1 Alphtronican dollar 28 cents. Traffic drives on the left, as Kanbordeeians drive on the right. Units of time, speed, distance, weight, and capacity are those on the Alphtronic metric system. This is I will hand you a brochure at the end of the esports match concerning the next country you'll head to tomorrow. The wristwatch in subject shows the time in Alphtronic timekeeping system.
Speaking of the esports match, what is the score and what map, game, or round number are they in?
The match score is tied 3-3, as it's a contested esports match, into map 7, with map score in favor of Kanbordee City Shock late in map 7.
Stefan, I know that you and RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Divisional Leader RDK Kryptor wear the watch in subject. Where do you get it, and how much?
20 Alphtronican dollars, at 1 clock shop within closest proximation to RDK 3000 TriStar Alphtronic Unit Division Center headquarters on Alphtronic Street in Alphtronic City. There are several clock shops in Alphtronic City, in which all of it sells Alphtronic time system clocks, as they never sell clocks of other formats, including those of the 24-hour system divided into 60 minutes or 100 subparts, like for those for decimate and Elitopian time-keeping systems for tracks time. Although law do permit selling the clock for other time systems, it's the store's discretion not to sell it, as it's the store owner and or employees' decision not to sell it. Other clock stores outside of Alphtronic City however do sell clocks of other formats, however not too many. This is other time-keeping systems including the conventional time system and the common calendar are allowed, but is those of secondary use, while the Alphtronican time-keeping system is those used primarily.
Anyhow, concerning the epoch of year 0 on the ATR-RT and day 0 of ATR-CX, as it begins on the common calendar of August 3rd on Julian calendar, July 26th on Gregorian calendar of 718 BCE. Year 0 date 34 ATR-RT for ATR-CX and the ATR-RT counterpart with epoch 34 days prior at the summer solstice of said year?
Yes, as the start of the ATR-RT is set to the day when the area was first discovered by accident, when the ship ran aground onto land that was initially not part of the journey, as that were the first settlers, until on day 34 of initial year. The area were raided by Spinel and Crystal Gem fighters, in which started a war with the natives in which lasted 1 million trocons, in which the Spinel and Crystal Gem fighters surrender to the natives, ending the war as they then become the first immigrants. The Spinel and Crystal Gem fighters originate in which is now called Videoconference, Norsadian and areas in the Cetane Sikapa and Sent Bet area in Kanborworld zone.
So they engaged in war in historical times for 1 million tokens, 24 hours?
Yes.
Have they used other metric systems in the past or other measurement system, and time/calendar systems?
Yes, in the early years the measurement system used was the Alphtronic Imperial Measurement System, compared to the one for feet, inch, pound, acre, ounce, gallon, and such. Then in 1888 in Common Era, 2605 and Alphtronican Era, we switched to the metric system in use by other countries today, with the civil calendar in which is used in other countries. This were adopted in 1283 AD, or year 2008 RE, as we also used conventional time until 2008 or 2725 AT RE, in which the metric system and time-keeping system was switched to the pandecimal system Tempus Spatium Sequence time invented by Dorian Akerhestras in Gustavia in Anatolian continent with the epoch of Sputnik 1 back on October 4, 1957, start of the space age, as we celebrated the new Nyaskin of Vyaskin 2000 on July 7, 2012, or 996 728 MTS ATRCX and year 2729 days 16 ATRRT, with the pandecimal metric unit of secant, metra and grav and such, and just 242 days later, on 996 970 MTS ATRCX and 2729-258 ATRRT, March 6, 2013. A variant of it, the Alphtronic metric system get launched as we celebrated the first Niatrocant just 30 days later of Niatrocant 997 on 997,000 MTS ATRCX and 2,729 to 288 ATRRT, April 5, 2013, Elite Year 1013. Elite Day 94 Zalgrand 13, Elite Week 9, Zalgrand 4, Elite Week Grand 4, Cycle Grand 5, 4843 EMD Millennial, 370085 EMD Elite, Delta 30 SC, Gamma 21st EDC, Shi Kappa 4 Zat Ford Fiverr, 5th Snivy KP8 on the old Kanbordeeian calendar, at 0500 hours KBT, 2500 KKT, 830 Sol, 20.8 KMT, 2000 hours RDK 3000 TriStar clock time and time in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia, where the main RDK headquarters is located, Thursday, April 4, 2013, 00.0 Elite Metric Time, 0000 Tracks Time and Mill Time, 00000 EZT. This is I joined RDK 3000 TriStar 6 hours, or 250 Kia Trokans before, as it was Team Elite Alphtronic Division Center headquarters back at the time.
And this is the third Niatrocan you've been in what is now RDK 3000 TriStar? Over 8 years?
Yes, as I celebrated my third Kiatrocant on the job at the turn of the Alphtronic Metric Millennium, as I had some cake once I visit Elite City, as head leader Ryan M. Kryptor gave me cake for my metric anniversary on the job, as with Steve A.T. Kryptor, who celebrated his 5th metric anniversary on the job. This in return I gave him a wristwatch that I also wore. As division leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Xenopolian unit Crystal X Kryptor gave him a watch as she also visited Elite City, as he also went to the store to get a new smartwatch. As she also gave me an analog wristwatch in which shows only metric time. I gave her the watch, the same digital wristwatch I wear on right arm, in return, as Xen Z Kryptor, as a gift for welcoming to Alphtronic Republic. I am also sending you the wristwatch in subject, as with a few of the workers at RDK 3000 TriStar Robloxian Unit Division including Bogey and Vorty.
Oh my god. Thank you. Bogey and Vorty would love those wristwatches.
However, I send it to you once we head back to the HQ at the conclusion of this esports match at ADSPA, as Alphtronic City Shock takes on OpTic-Tronic competes in Call of Duty and Alphtronican semi-annual esports tournament. Match guidelines are the same as those in Call of Duty League, Game 4. In Search and Destroy, match score tied 1-1 in best of 5, with round score of 5-5 at this present, as round 11 has started in the past moment, as bomb was planted in the map by the fellow from OpTic-Tronic, with Alphtronic City Shock Gamer conducted first blood in round 11. Map being Raid. Not to mention, solar calendar based on an arithmetic type with a cycle of 6,915,860 days over 18,935 years, with mean solar year of 365, and 131 over 541 days.
Anyhow, why don't they use 7-day weeks? Just 10-day weeks.
This is Alphtronican Republic has mandated use of a 10-day weeks, anyhow for the workdays and days off. It's a double 1-3-1 pattern, we 0's day, 4's day, 5's day and 9's day off, as we work 1's day to 3's day and 6's day in which is today toward 8's day.
This unlike Saturdays and Sundays concerning days off and Mondays to Fridays being the work days as today is Monday. The start of the work week is of course Alphtronicans and the rest head back to work today following a weekend/midweek break depending on which week system is the common 7-day or the Alphtronic 10-day variant.
Yes, anyhow the 10-day week is called a Viatricant. It's printed in a 10-day per page format called a linear, derived from the term from the pan-decimal system Tempus Spatium date sequence time and which is also called a linear as the metric week in that system is called a Viascant. This unlike cycles to refer 10-day weeks aka Dinagrand or Kinochoi in the elite measurement and time systems, used in Elitopia as it uses a couple calendar systems in which includes its own linear in which they call as the integular Elitlander and the one for the whole elite year. For example current elite year of EY 1021 being the Ordinular Elitlander. As we also use the system for the current Alphtronican year of 2738 called Solinar, alongside monthly calendars dubbed Elito calendar and weekly planners.
Oh my god, it's beginning to rain hard.
Yes, it's the same weather system that impacted Webb Chesterfield 5 days ago as it impacted Lucero Kilo City, Lucero, Itoanland and much of Itoanland, but not as bad as within Webb Chesterfield. This just yesterday, as it's forecasted to arrive in Kanbordee City in the next day. I do need to get in touch of RDK Kanbordee Divisional Deputy Leader Corey E. Kryptor and Divisional Leader Rex X Kryptor. Also Ichiro T. Kryptor over at RDK 3000 TriStar Itoanland Unit Division plus Raymond Z. Kryptor over at RDK 3000 TriStar Webchesterian Unit Division. This as I begin the video conference with them once we head indoors. Sorry for the delayed start, this after I got a hold of Bogey from Robloxian Federation for RDK 3000 TriStar Robloxian Unit Division, as he alerted Cami S, Oliver D and Mickey R Kryptor as Xen Z Kryptor has since departed from Alphtronic City much earlier than expected. This due to the storm as a weather advisory gets issued from the National Weather Meteorological Office here in Alphtronic City, concerning a yellow advisory concerning heavy rain and strong winds. Anyhow, this as he fears it could get worse, prompting an orange, red or black warning, but forecasts say that is not expected at this time as Raymond Z Kryptor over in Webb Chesterfield. What is the latest on the subject post-storm?
According to sources at the Met Office here in Webb Chesterfield, also as per report by WBC News, it was not as bad as expected, as the storms were not electric, although the sign for the RDK 3000 TriStar Webchester Unit Division Center HQ blew down and landed onto my car, as it hit the windshield, causing the alarm to go off. However, the new sign has been put up just yesterday and the windshield has gotten replaced, as the rest of the car was not damaged with exception of minor dents and scratches, but that's about it.
Oh dear. Hope the new sign withstands such windstorm. Hope the electricity, internet and phone lines didn't go out in the storm.
It didn't. The same goes toward cable television.
Now, Ichiro T. Kryptor, you also experienced the storm just yesterday. What is the latest from your sources?
It was not as bad as with Chesterfield here in La Cairo Kilo City, but it was way worse in other areas. However, there was a tornado warning that got issued to the east of La Cairo Kilo City, another side of La Cairo province. As storms were so powerful, it caused mayhem in parts of La Cairo province. Even an EF5 tornado struck an adjacent province in Itotainland, as once I checked the channels in the ENC channel lineup. Some of the stations went off the air, possibly due to the storm, while most others remained on the air. This is Corey E. Kryptor learned of the storm just yesterday as he rushed back to Kanbordee City and ended bunch of caution to flee the storm as he feared it could get worse, but it didn't for La Cairo Kilo City.
Oh my. Hope your area is safe. I to pray and give sympathies for the victims affected by the Itotainlandian tornado and storm. If there's any deaths or injuries or the amount of damages in Itotainlandian currency, as I believe it would be costly as I convert amount to Alphtronican dollars and other currencies including Kanborcoins, Webchesterian pounds and Elitopian Elios. Now Rex X Kryptor, Corey E Kryptor, the storm is moving toward Kanbordee City, as it to arrive on 1000-008 MTS ATRCX, 2738-009 ATRRT, Viatrican 100,000 8th day, Steranion to 30th Jakian. KP16 on local calendar system in Kanbordee Republic just a few hundred Kiatricans or 4 to 5 hours prior to the Happy New Month, season, and half year of second half of the KanborYear, KP16 in Junlan month and season. This that it to be early evening when the storm arrives between 1900 hours and 2000 hours KBT, around 600 KTS, 1000 hours to 1100 hours RDK 3000 TriStar clock time on Wednesday, June 30th, 2021, around Choi 60 Elite metric time, between Decinote 1400 and 1500 tracks time on Zeta 28th. EY 1021 on the Elito calendar, in the next million trokans, 24 hours. What is the latest at this time from your sources?
It to come in 2 waves, the first band of heavy rain and gusty winds to arrive at the time mentioned, the second band of stronger activity, timing is yet to be determined. But it should not be as worse as with the conditions we embraced during Tropical Storm Mudcup over a year ago. Once it drenched Kanbordee City hard, as it also drenched Webb Chesterfield hard also, it to come into consideration in which it to be a green light, yellow light or a red light for the celebrations for the HNM and HNS of Junlan month and second half of the KanborYear KP16 is timing of the second batch to occur between 2200 hours KBT and 2 o'clock KBT.
Yes, this as the conditions shouldn't also be as worse as with Megastorm Marvin in the past month or so, as it made a close encounter to Kanbordee as we embraced the least effects.
This is I also just learned it to come in 2 batches. This according from my sources. I wish you guys good luck and provide updates post-storm if safe to do so or if warranted. This statement also came in hot off the printer, from the main bureau in Elite City, Federal District. Elitopia stating that Xen Z Kryptor has arrived in Elite City, and is at the main headquarters in the past moment or 2. This is I am joining in Head Deputy Leader Milos Z Kryptor and Head Leader Ryan M Kryptor into the video conference as they will take over moderation.
Thank you, as we were expecting this in the past few minutes at 10:24 RDK TSR and Elite City, 60.0 EMT and 1440 tracks time. Xen Z Kryptor has since arrived at RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters as he has since begun his visit since 1000 hours RDK/ELC just today, Tuesday, June 29th, 2021.
He has since left Alphtronic City in the past 100 tokens, 10 joys, 240 decimils or gas shy at 2 hours 30 minutes. This at 500 kilo tokens, 0800 hours RDK TSR, 30.0 EMT, 1200 TOS, and 1700 hours KPT today.
Yes, this as I check Sister Tiffany's website, Moon Embraced, before the interview. She has put on a new layout for the website as she has also put on a Wiccan calendar subject but with a clock type with the primary hand pointing past Litha. Into second week of the Litha month on the Wiccan calendar and the secondary hand corresponding to lunar phase with text in center, Litha 8th, lunation date, 3:20, assumingly on VELS.
This as it confirms to the today's date according to the RDK 3000 TriStar Master Clock. Now we have a question from OpTic-Elito over at DG2-ELZ.
Game on! I am Tron aka Jeremy Phelps over at OpTic-Elito. For you Shaker, Mickey Daniels over at EliteCity Shock. Why is a fellow from RDK 3000 TriStar, Xen Z Kryptor who's visiting EliteCity Metro have the same nickname as Shaker in which he just ran onto Studio R3?
Excuse me, we have to pause cause we have an unexpected fellow, who is Xen Z Kryptor, divisional leader of RDK RBX who went onto Studio R3, to meet with Mickey Daniels, as he needs to be offset at this time.
We will be taking a 2-minute intermission as a result as we'll hand off to affiliate coverage from Elito News 24.
Welcome back to Elito News 24 today. I am Raymond Blake over at Esports Arena section of DG Square Elitosat. We will hand off to Elito Money Market Desk with Michael Dinkahi for the latest market action. Rubion and over at Zen Speedway concerning Elito Pre-1600 and Elito Weather Meteorologicalist Velma Richardson for the latest on the storm in Alphtronic City. But first we had to break from commercials to return to show as swiftly as possible as we are also now airing this via Asylum Cast over at RDK 3000 TriStar television service since RDK TSRT is under 2-minute delay. This is we have since observed in past moment that a fellow from RDK RBX Xen Z Kryptor who's visiting EliteCity after making stops in Kanbordee City then Alphtronic City. He has since went to RDK 3000 TriStar Elitostar headquarters via special entrance to exit DG Square Elitosat Sports Arena section and photobombed onto Studio R3, interrupting the interview with Shaker, Mickey Daniels from EliteCity shock. Now as we just now got told, this according to his teammates just feet from me, off camera, he said that he received a message from Mickey, that, the RDK fellow, Xen Z Kryptor, also have the same, well, it's not a battle tag but more of a nickname, being Shaker. To avoid confusion, we refer as Shaker for Mickey Daniels as Shaker E and the one for Xen Z being Shaker R. Corey Zanders, why didn't you bring your car? Mark Zaniels, it's at home, as it is being tuned by Dewey Todd Ball and Savage Sistonen and his brother Francis Sistonen and Initial Plus Subert as they came over to my house to do customization work and tuning as I got a text message in the past minute. My car is now at Dewey's house next door at his garage. Corey, which car? Mark, it's the hatch. Corey, you should note the hatch is a plug-in hybrid, PHEV, multi-fuel, dual source, just like my car. How does Dewey or Savage know how to drive the car? He should note the power meter and charge level when going electric operation only, when the engine gets shut off, alongside fuel level, tachometer, gear indicator, and which mode the vehicle is in, e-power, HV auto, PHEV, hybrid, sport, e-save or e-charge mode, also whether in eco, comfort, normal, sport, sport plus, race, track or smart mode.
I got a hold of Francis. He is running a tad late due to heavy road traffic near Zen Speedway, and for you Dewey, it is Corey Zander's car. Do you have permission from him to bring it to your garage?
Yes, however the car does have a twin turbocharged engine, but I did not knew it also have a supercharger too, also have a powerful electric motor, as I also did not knew it is a PHEV, plug-in hybrid vehicle. However it's a sporty hatchback with a 7-speed auto dual clutch and 4-wheel drive and can go up to 200 km per choi, 330 km per hour.
PHEV? Plug-in hybrid electric vehicle? What is the charge level at?
60% state of charge, with like 50 kilometers or 125 km electric range left, about 30 miles as this car have the fuel just topped off.
Taking a look at the car dash, yes, even the hybrid battery and electric motor temperature is at normal range alongside engine temperature, as I note the car gauge symbols and what it means. Once it reaches to the red, the battery or the electric motor gets to overheat, thus affecting performance. And once it goes to the blue, it gets cold and that affects the electric range. Also I do note the fuel type. Why on earth Corey put ethanol fuel rather than gasoline in his car?
It's a flex fuel car, meaning it can run on gasoline or ethanol fuel. I just converted my Interceptor to run on ethanol fuel just the other day.
Ethanol fuel. I gotta engine swap my Alfa Romeo to a flex fuel engine to run on E85 or E100 in early July.
However, we do not have the required supplies here at Dewey's garage. Also, we do not have room.
Yes, Subert. Dewey, go bring Corey's car to Raptor Tuning. Don't you ever go drive past DLTS. Due to the incident in past 24 hours as Tokyo and either Arioka or Sears threw raw fish at me as they head to the car and took off. I will go inform Corey Zanders via messaging.
Alright, this is DLTS is not on Kanbordee Street but near the intersection once you go past El Alarma Cise Ka Alarm 6 and Delta 6 and turn right to the north. Anyhow, do bring your rain gear fast, as Corey Zanders has since texted me, as I do have my phone connected to his infotainment. There's dark rain clouds to the west and the rain alert is not yet active. As for you Savage, go get my rain gear fast. The Elito Pre 1600 at Zen Speedway might go under a weather delay or to get postponed to next day.
Mark Zaniels, how do you know it'll gonna rain? Yeesh, bruh. Corey, Thunderscope Storm Chasers has radioed me in past minute and half that they saw some returns on the MSE Doppler radar, as it states some heavy rain and an odd thunderstorm here and there, but severe weather is not expected, as a special weather statement is out for EliteCity Metro, as it'll gonna be quite gusty as it state in the statement. Wind gusts of 40 kina nitros per choi, 65 to 70 kilometers per hour. Hold on, I got a text message from Savage Sistonen. He, Dewey and the crew are going to bring my car to Raptor Tuning. As you state it'll gonna rain. The car have superior traction in the rain with decent tires equipped and with all-wheel drive. Can be no hassle. Yes, the same as my car. However, I tend to drive with caution and watch for vehicles and road conditions, also any hazards should it arise during inclement weather. This as I check the time on the vehicle dash, almost 1500 hours June 29th, 2021 as the starting lights to lit up. This as I see the video monitor showing race TV feed. However, it is believed to go, oh no. The Elito pre-1600 is definitely going to go into a weather delay. Oh my god, it's beginning to rain. It's raining hard. Getting windy out too. Again. Yeesh. My watch alarm, and the time siren at RDK 3000 TriStar, midnight KPT, 30th Jakian KT16. It is a good thing I came prepared. This is temperatures has since dropped to like 10 degrees Celsius already. 100 tempos, falling from a balmy 27 degrees Celsius, 270 tempos, as I am getting cold as I must go head to my car and head back to the main HQ.
Oh my god. It's really coming down, but hope it isn't as bad as with Webb Chesterfield, Alphtronic City, or Look Arrow Kilo City. This as I know the weather instruments at the observation area in which is below the rooftop, with some open air field with mesh screens in which is the topmost floor of the RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters with stairs nearby to reach the rooftop. Checking the hygrometer, it shot up to near 100, we're centered in the barometer, falling to 980 millibars or 735 millimeters of mercury, a little over 183.5 chino-nitros, about 28.95 inches. As I check a little weather once I head to main headquarters, was at 1005 millibars. Anyhow, 980 millibars do equal 980 hectopascals, 98.0 kilopascals. Engine boost pressure of my RDK motor is 3 times the amount. Checking the thermometer, last check, it was like 25 to 27 degrees Celsius once I checked the electronic sign at Patterson DZ Xen KanborYear. It has since fallen to a chilly 10, however luckily I have my jacket on to keep me warm and dry. Also I do have my umbrella in my RDK pack, as it's quite unseasonably cool, compared to a balmy 24 degrees Celsius with a immense sunshine here at my hometown of Kryptor City in Robloxian Federation, with my pal RDK TSR mod, who is Z Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Gary's mod unit from TriStar City, RDK Islands, Gmonia. It's quite hot, 30 degrees Celsius. Feeling like 40, and in World of Gaia, is quite comfortable, and what used to be New Dome City, in what used to be We World Land, and an area used to be Zwingtapie, is like the copycat of the conditions here in EliteCity, and in NYE Central in which is after midday NYE Standard Time. 29th of relaxing, NYE year 23, day after a car aquatic festival. It's quite stormy but way worse than the conditions here in EliteCity, but similar to those of conditions in Itotainland in recent days, while in Kanbordee City, a clear night. And a pleasant day tomorrow in appreciation of inclement weather the following evening in which to effect the celebrations of the new Kanbor month, Kanbor season, and kickoff of second half of the Kanbor year. 2 HKP 16 in Gewnkin month/season.
Anyhow, I was just off the phone with Mark Zany ELZ. The Elito pre-1600 is in a weather delay. It could get postponed until same time tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m., as weather to be nice tomorrow. Anyhow, Dewey, Savage, Initial and Subert, where is Francis Sistonen?
He is running late.
He is figuring out where Raptor Tuning is at, as he seems to be lost.
Savage, you should have gone into your car, and search for his car, then give his attention and then escort him to Raptor Tuning.
I am going to try to call his cell, but I do not know his number.
Bruh, why do he gets to be late? Anyhow, the things to be worked on my car, the CZ Mobile, cosmetic upgrades, suspension and steering tuning, also a repaint as I to grab my laptop from my backpack and show you the design I made in a 3D graphics software just yesterday. Units. 1 Kanbordeeian hour, 12 minutes. see no choice.
That must be some odd clock just behind the Orb Clock 2.0, as this must be the two analog clocks, one showing the time in Kanbordee City, another in Alphtronic City with a digital counterpart showing the Alphtronic clock's time and Alphtronic Raidtzer date, with some hearts rotating as used as second hands. Wait a minute. Those must be the gem hearts, those to be Spinel gems, from Spinel from Steven Universe, produced by the fellows from Cartoon Network, in which lasted 5 seasons, 160 episodes, average of 32 episodes per season. Produced by Cartoon Network Studios, distributed by Warner Brothers Television Distribution, a division of Time Warner at the time of show launch, now called Warner Media. Show aired in 1080i 16:9 HD TV widescreen, from November 4th, 2013 to January 21st, 2019. This as I do have a DVD recording from a DVD recorder at my home in Kryptor City of the final show and final few weeks of January 2019. AlphTonic 1019 as I do have the DVD at hand to watch at the entertainment room of the RDK HQ later on in the evening. However, concerning Cartoon Network Studios, was a parent company of Hanna-Barbera, in which concerning the shows from Hanna-Barbera in which I also have the DVD in my RDK pack, of various Scooby-Doo shows including Scooby-Doo Where Are You?, 13 Ghouls of Scooby-Doo, and such. In which I do love Scooby-Doo. This gets produced by the fellows at Hanna-Barbera Productions at the time was part of the Taft Entertainment Company, now part of Warner Brothers Animation, a division of Warner Brothers, a Warner Media company. Although this was distributed by World Vision, not the religious and charitable firm, World Vision International but the television distribution World Vision Enterprises Inc. in which was also part of Taft Enterprises then became part of Spelling Enterprises Inc. Now distributed by Warner Brothers Television Distribution. I also do love Looney Tunes too, those get produced by Warner Brothers Animations. Now the balls has been raised in Kanbordee City and in EliteCity Metro in appreciation of event in 9 minutes according the countdown board. This as Xen Z Kryptor informed me on two-way radio, confirmed to be raised also at RDK Tower in Kryptor City and Robloxian Federation. Now I do see the two Jinx Time clocks, one being the Jinx Time Excite 2 series, the original, and Kanbordeeian editions. Some funky numerals on the splits octal time dials, however I do what it means in Western Arabic numbers and how it be said, i.e. 2 and 5 being Duoki Chinkyo, meaning 21 and base 10. The Orb Clock 2.0, it sure is pretty decent. I do love the graphics on the display. Same goes for the video monitor in front of the fellows and the circular video disc showcasing a clock as part of the countdown. The graphics sure are decent.
Thank you, Xen Z Kryptor.
No problem, Jared Raidtzer.
Anyhow, you probably did not notice how Jared holds the object. The video disc monitor showcasing the clock set to KBT is quite thin but durable. There is a strap that Jared puts his hand into so he doesn't hold it using two hands.
Who's the voice coming from?
Me, Lioness of Digi Square Elitostar, Renee Sanders. Also, the content on the display, that gets managed remotely by my cousin Steven Sanders, also mastering the Orb clock display and video wall behind us and the video monitor in front of us. With his colleague supervising and mastering the main event, Robert Sanders.
Who's that fellow in the video monitor?
That is Raymond Blake, from Game TV, who also reports for Elito Elito Sports in the segment Esports Report on Sports Center, also reporting for Elito News 24, he is a gaming and esports correspondent and commentator. His reporting also gets featured on CHQ TV, SRJ64 TV and Star 2000 TV's Virtual World and Gaming Today and Virtual World and Gaming Tonight. Also does reporting on occasion on RDK 3000 TriStar Today. Behind the correspondent are the hosts my brother Xen Sanders and Jared's brother Smith Raidtzer, also their assistants Robert Xenils and Smith Z Xenils.
They are doing the countdown to for kickoff of July month and season and second half of the KanborYear to HKP 16 in less than 6.5 minutes. For such gaming themed countdown to the subject as you do the normal variant.
Not quite, Xen Z Kryptor, there's going to be an esports match at 3 o'clock p.m. midnight KBT in the Elitopian seasonal tournament via the ELG Game Jam League.
Yes, Renee Sanders, this is the esports match to occur at the esports arena section below in 10 decibels. 30 Kanbordeeian minutes. 6 minutes, at the start of Gewnkin month and season, and second half of the KanborYear KP16, also to start the Elito Pre-1600 race at Xen Speedway.
I wouldn't mind the auto racing event, but I need to know who or which esports teams to compete as with a video game and format.
Blood Red Gaming taking on Dance City Junkers, formerly Dance City Excelsiors. This is they name the esports team based on the upcoming Kanbordeeian month and season to occur soon, based on a fictional character June from Ben 10 series, developed by the fellows at Cartoon Network, distributed by Warner Bros., in which sometimes also refer to Gwen from Total Drama. They compete in best of 7 encounter blitz striker with 36-minute total round, half-hour play, 6-minute break.
This has it to begin at 1500 hours RDK TSR, and EliteCity time, in just 5 minutes time. This as I have to rush downstairs to esports arena section immediately as I must make the exit. Anyhow, good thing my watch have just been synchronized to the RDK 3000 TriStar Master Clock servers as I have the following time alarms on and armed. 2000 hours for new Grand, Midnight, 1300 hours for new Hex Day, 1400 hours for the new Kiplionian Day, 1900 hours for new Mewni Day, and the one coming up, 1500 hours for the new Kanbordee along with hourly chime and 1 active timer.
Timer. You have 1 active timer with nearing 4 minutes left. Time. Today is Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. The current time is 14:56.
I am aware of the event, as I receive a reminder notification on my watch of said subject just now. Timmy, dismiss this reminder notification.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Notification dismissed. Those to spectate, EliteCity Shock, OpTic-Elito, and Tiffany Daniels, and that is joined by Xen Z Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar joining in at the last minute. This is Blood Red Gaming can be as powerful as Dance City Junkers. This is based on the records. To be a heated esports we gotta hand off to Mike Gewnkin from Elito Money fast for a market alert. This is ECSX and Elitodak has gone into record highs.
That is correct. Ring Blake. This as ECSX and Elitodak has since surged in the past 15 minutes. This most notably the stocks on both exchanges concerning Elitopian firms who have strong ties to Kanbordeeian firms are on fire, leading to the countdown to the closing bell. We are joined with Mark Elitojinx over at EliteCity Stock Exchange and Velma Jones over at Elitodak. Mark?
Thank you, Mike. This is we are on ECSX 100K watch, as traders are taking this opportunity to get into the action into stocks listed on ECSX with Elitopian firms with strong ties toward Kanbordeeian firms and go bananas. Going on the buying spree. This is there's a record number of shares ever in the history of the EliteCity Stock Exchange as today marks 200th anniversary of the exchanges with 40th anniversary of the Elitodak. Notable stocks to watch, RDK 3000 TriStar, Petra CDZ Jinx Zen KanborYear Flex Motors, Alarm Corp Class A shares, Zen Entertainment, Zyko Time, Jinx Time, Zen Clocks among others who have Kanbordeeian ties from weak to strong. This especially when we are a few moments toward the second half of the KanborYear and Gewnkin month and season to occur 1500 hours EliteCity. When we get into the final 60 minutes of trade, that is the latest from the EliteCity Stock Exchange. We hand off to Velma Jones over at the Elitodak next door.
Thank you, Mark. Over here at the Elitodak, there has been some heavy trading, including the record-breaking volume of 20 billion shares total. This is Elitodak is at 40,000 watch. Most notable stocks on the Elitodak with Kanbordeeian ties surging this instant, being K-Tech Technologies Gaming, Business, Mobile and Consumer Divisions, Sigma-Timey Elito Tech, Elito Kanbor Innovations, and Alarm Corp Class B shares. Earnings after the bell to be K-Tech and Zen Technologies, those to be watched closely for after hours.
We just got this news alert just into Elito News 24 and Elito Money. This concerns the Elito Pre-1600. We just got word from the fellas over at Race TV, via the race director over at Xen Speedway. The race is delayed until 3:12 p.m. EliteCity. This due to the appreciation of the fireworks to occur shortly for the kickoff of second half of KanborYear and Gewnkin month and season. To repeat the development coming into our newsroom, the Elito Pre-1600 into a delayed start. This as the race is delayed until 3:12 p.m. EliteCity, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX in appreciation of fireworks in EliteCity in which may distract the drivers over at Xen Speedway for the new Kanbor month and Kanbor season plus second half of the KanborYear. Anyhow, concerning the esports match BRG versus the Junkers, coverage is powered by Game TV, sister network of Elito News 24 and Elito Money, and is provided and sponsored by KY Zycon at Game Fuel, Elito Cola, Flex Motors, KY Tech Gaming, Zen Shares Gaming, Elito Games, Rock Games, Freestar Gaming, and Gamer Corner, as match coverage is on Game TV, Gamer Radio 100.7 for the gameplay, and for the race, powered by Race TV, and sponsored by Flex Motors, Elito Oil, Zyko Tires, Rex Customs, and Body Shop, Zen Electro, and Race Action on Race TV and Racer Radio 100.8. Also from news and financial perspective on Elito News 24 and Elito Money here on Closing Bell. Also via web, live blog, mobile app, and such not to mention before we continue in behalf of Elito News 24 and here at Elito Money I, Mike Gewnkin. Also the fellas at A Little News 24 afternoon live and A Little Money the exchange and closing bell. Also toward the affiliates covering this splendid happy new month and season Kanbordee plus half year of joining month of season KP16 and second half KP16. Now as we have 60 minutes to the closing bell here on ECSX and Elitodak and 12 minutes toward the race for the Elito pre-1600. As we are seeing the ECSX and Elitodak jump also wild moves on the Elitopian-Elio to the Kanbordeeian just seconds into the new Kanbordeeian month and season and second half of the KanborYear with stocks on the Elitodak and ECSX concerning Elitopian firms with strong ties with Kanbordeeian. Firms surging at the Elitodak crosses 30,000 and ECSX topping 100,000, a new all-time record high. Due to such instance, we got a pre-empty third hour of afternoon live on A Little News 24 due to the circumstances as per special instance. Closing bell begins right now on A Little Money and A Little News 24. Welcome to A Little Money's closing bell. I am Mike Gewnkin over at A Little Money Financial News Center Market Desk. Studio EM8 over at A Little Money Patterson DZ Xen Kanbordeeian Media Headquarters in EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia as we are on A Little Money, A Little News 24 and A Little News Radio for the hour. Here's the latest in the news and markets into the final hour toward the closing bell.
In behalf of Kanbornet and KanborYear TV from the fellows at NYE Central Headquarters, wishing the fellows a happy new month, happy new season, and new half year of Gewnkin month and season KP16 and second half of the KanborYear. Kanbor News Midnight is to begin in the next minute, 002 KBT. You are watching Kanbornet 1, Kanbordee City.
Mark Daniels, what are you doing near the TV? Corey Zanders, I just downloaded an app on my phone as my phone have an IR feature and can act as a remote. This is I downloaded a very popular app, costs like 2 Elios 50 from the K-Mobi store. This is it's a super remote as I program to operate on Elitosable receivers and on the TV in particular, as this TV beside me, well, is the exact same TV that I have in my room and downstairs, as I can do this to the TV. Mark, do be careful, someone might change it back once you change the channel on this TV. Do not worry, Corey, I'll change it back, as this channel is tuned to Elito News 24, channel 14A on Elitosable, as I could press random buttons. 1024, whoops, finger slipped. 1027, Kanbornet 1 from Kanbordee City, the news.
Here in Kanbordee City, thunder.
Oh my god, thunder. Is it going to rain again in EliteCity twice in 2 days or is it just the subject on the television? Excuse me Farah and Raptor but I need to check the TV.
Thunder, hold on. Stand by for breaking news.
We have some breaking news coming into the Kanbor News Kanbor Telemedia newsroom, as we have a severe weather alert on our hands.
Yes, the Kanbordee Weather Bureau has issued
It's not here but in Kanbordee City. This is I knew the storm also drenched in Alphtronic City. Alphtronican Republic also Lokero Kilo City. Lokero, Itoan Land also in Webchesterfield. Webchester in past several days.
Are expected along with sub-frequent lightning strikes.
Persons in affected areas celebrating outdoors for Happy New Month and season Gewnkin KP16 must seek shelter indoors or in a vehicle immediately.
Stay tuned to Kanbornet for the latest on the weather situation, or head to the website www.kanbornet.kb/kanborweather.
To recap, thunderstorm warning issued by Kanbordee Weather Bureau for Kanbordee City for the next 69 minutes.
69 minutes. That is 1:30 a.m. KBT. 4:30 p.m. EliteCity, as the TV is supposed to be tuned to Elito News 24, as I am turning it back as I do have same app as Raptor have, as I must check the report on Elito News 24 rather than Kanbornet 1.
News 24 and Elito Money newsrooms in the past minute. Make that a weather alert rather than a news alert. This concerns the weather situation in Kanbordee City. A thunderstorm alert has been issued from its meteorological office. We go hand off to Elito Weather Forecasting Center. Fast.
I am Sean Daniels over at Elito Weather. Yes, this is part of a broader weather system also affecting KanborYear, an Elitopian territorial state, also Republic of Swaftopia, with tornado and severe thunderstorm watches issued there, even a tornado warning to the north of Swatch City. However, in Kanbordee City, up to 50 millimeters, 125 Pinot Nitros rain amount and wind gusts to 80 kph, 48 kch expected, along with small hail and subfrequent lightning. Persons celebrating HNS Gewnkin KP16 must seek refuge in structure or vehicle.
This is I need to get a hold of Kanbor's brother PK2 aka Joseph Kanders over at Kanbordee City Shock, over in Kanbordee City, in his behalf. I wonder if he can be tough in the storm, as I have to message him via chat application. As I do not know his telephone number, but Kanbor does, as Kanbor is actively competing in esports match with Dance City Junkers. This is messages sent to him, as I must call my friend, who's a famous Elitopian gaming live streamer on ElitoTube. With his most recent live stream reaching 1 million likes and 3 million views during the live stream marathon, being Scott Elitostar, whose elder brother is singer Rex Elitostar, in which Scott just turned 25 in past week, residing in EliteCity Metro. As he was born in Riker in 1996 or EY0996, as he then moved to EliteCity Metro 19 years later in 2015, or EY1015, when he attended EliteCity College of Tech, in which he graduated in 2018, or EY1018. He plans to depart to Kanbordee City for day trip via Hyperloop at 3:45 p.m. where it's 12:45 a.m. KBT. I gotta call him to reconsider trip.
You have reached the Elitostars. We are not unavailable at this time. If you need immediate and urgent request to Rex Elitostar, press 1, then listen for instructions. If you need to get a hold of Scott Elitostar in urgent matter or emergency, press 2. For other urgent inquiries, press 3. Otherwise, leave name, telephone number and message. To reach Scott's cell, press 1. Please stay on the line. Rerouting to Scott Elitostar's cell.
Hope he can pick up at a timely manner.
This is Scott Elitostar. I note from caller ID you must be Shaker from EliteCity Shock.
Yes, I knew you'd be heading to Kanbordee City soon, but there is a strong thunderstorm over there that could turn severe at any point, as there's a tornado alert to the north in neighboring Swaftopia and severe thunderstorm warning for Kainlito. You should.
I already checked the weather report on my phone, as I have cancelled plans to head to Kanbordee City, as I am heading west to Sharkville in next 48 hours, as I am heading to DG Square Elitisat now toward esports arena section, as I am ending call now.
About time. This is he axed plans to head to Kanbordee City and to head to Sharkville in Elitopia's west coast in next 2 days, as he is heading to DG Square Elitosat.
Hello Shaker, I am Scott Elitostar, aka SC Stars Plays. I have achieved 100 million subscribers on ElitoTube and 50 million on KanborTube. This is I checked the stats on number of subscribers and 2 billion concurrent views. Even beating the Xenopolian gaming live streamer Steve and his friend who reside from Xenopolis City.
Oh my god, congratulations on the milestone.
This is I finished live stream at 3:15 p.m. as the milestone occurred at 3 o'clock p.m. when the fireworks went off for the start of half year of second half KP16, also Junlan month and season with Elitopian counterpart of Ada and second half of EY1021 in just a couple days. Also I note the fireworks schedule. The kickoff of new Kiplionian month and second half of A.KLN 396 occurred an hour prior, close to 90 minutes ago at 2 o'clock p.m., 75.0 EMT, 1800 TRX, and the upcoming one at 7 o'clock p.m. tonight for the Mewni counterpart. This is I used to watch the show Star vs. the Forces of Evil on Kanbornet International Elitopia, also RDK Tunes, as my friend has since went to Mewni Kingdom and Kiplionian Kingdom in KBE 0227 Star vs. the Forces of Evil in Kanbor version. He has since went back to EliteCity, as he arrived at 1:59 p.m. EliteCity today, 11:59 p.m. Kiplionian Kingdom, 10:59 p.m. KBT, 6:59 p.m. Mewni Kingdom. And 45 seconds with 15 seconds shy of the halftime of the Kiplionian year, and start of Ruby month, formerly Thurk.
Who is he?
It's actually a she's Brittany Elito Jinx. She was born in 1991 or EY0991 in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia. She then moved to Dantopolis, Xenopolia in Dant State bordering with Dant City, Elitopia in Dant Province and Prefecture, as he moved to Dantopolis in year 2000. Elite year 1000 in the summer, then emigrated to Elitopia and resided in Dant City 10 years later in 2010 or EY1010. This is she was used to be Brittany Xeno Jinx, as she then became as Brittany Elito Jinx. As she then moved to EliteCity Metro just last Christmas, however she has since moved within the city to downtown area in past week as she used to live in the city's north side. She is 29 years old, but she'll turn 30 in early August. She's a famous writer as she loves poetry, as she was working on a novel called Gewnkin vs Spinel, as her last novel The Spinel Uprising is already a bestseller.
And that is me. This is I just finished writing the novel since 3 in the afternoon as it's into review queue by the publishing firm Elito Books Publishings, as that takes some time to get reviewed by the editors.
Brittany. Game on. I am Shaker from EliteCity Shock. aka Mickey Daniels, as my sister Tiffany Daniels do sure love the last novel The Spinel Uprising. She has said to me to wish you good work on the novel as she is looking forward for the upcoming book.
Yes, as she is right beside me as she has since walked from OpTic-Elito esports gamers who is spectating this match.
Yes, this is I am looking forward to seeing the book being published. Anyhow, is there any early word on the date of the release of the
Tiffany Daniels, this is your bro Dennis Daniels, aka Dennis D Kryptor over at RDK 3000 TriStar. This concerns your cat Spinel. She has went roaming around DG Square Elitosat as she ended up to RDK 3000 TriStar via floor 5 into TV studio operations as during commercial break of RDK 3000 TriStar today. She went to studio R3 as my bro Max Sean Dennis aka Max SD Kryptor who's hosting saw the cat as he paged me to head to floor 5 to search for the cat as I saw her who went next door to Petra ZDZ Jinx and KanborYear in which she photobombed on Elito News 24 and Elito Money showing Elito News 24's closing bell during segment on market update in which despite the storm in Kanbordee City in which unexpectedly weakened to moderate rain showers this as the ECSX and Elitodak has plunged into negative territory but made significant rebound and Kanborcoin stronger against Elio. Now the ECSX and Elitodak just crossed 100k and 40k once again and the Elio to Kanborcoin stabilized. Anyhow we do not permit pets at RDK 3000 TriStar as with the establishment next door do not allow pets as with this establishment I am bringing her home. Yes Spinel. This is I am rushing to Kanbor and BRG, fast. Oh my god. They lead 1-0, this as they were losing in map score. I wonder how he and his teammates rebound in the past few minutes. As for you Kanbor, I got a reply from your brother in Kanbordee City. He has since went underground due to the storm as he feared of tornado however storm has since weakened. Anyhow thank god electricity, phone, cable, and internet did not go out in Kanbordee City as Kanbordee City now getting moderate rain showers and thunderstorm warning is cancelled for Kanbordee City as winds also died down significantly as it was gusting near 100 kilometers per hour. 60 Kina nitros per choi. That has since been halved however travel advisory issued by Elitopian government concerning red travel warning stating non-essential travel discouraged to Kanbordee Republic and Kanbordee City due to storm is still in effect. Shaker, that has since been cancelled just now as the travel warning was rescinded. Kanbor, how do you know? Shaker, this from the website, it has since been updated just seconds ago as I hit refresh just now. It states that it's a yellow advisory meaning exercise heightened degree of caution due to higher than average level of crime due to the HNM and HNS event. Mark Zaniels, I do note of the time system once you stumble upon channel 1000 to 1099 on Elitosable since 3:27 p.m. as you note some sort of time system as Mickey Daniels walked away from the TV as you rushed to the TV and tuned it back to mention channel range. Yes, Corey this is I stumble upon channel 1025 and note Pearl TV 10, as I note some sort of Sigma's old time. This is I need to check information on the subject as I search the web for the subject on my phone only to state day divided into 15 lawns as each lawn is divided into 240 dells. As each del is 24 seconds and every lawn is 96 minutes, as I do know that 60 lawns equal a sigma as 1 sigma equal 4 days and 7 sigmas equal just shy of a months, and 300 sigmas equal 1,200 days or 3.285 years equal a sigma year, and 150 dells equal 1 hour, based on KBT, with epoch set to Piku. Second Primarina KP13 on the old system, or Sunday December 2nd, 2018 as Sigma 0 lon 0 del 0, with the Kanbor counterpart that was used before as 1 Kanbor Sigma equal to 64 Kanbor Lyle, 4 days, as 1 Kanbor Lyle equal to 1.5 hours and 16 KL equal a day. As 1 Kanbor L equal to 30 seconds with epoch of PK Chode, first CHES NA, KP9 on old system, or Monday September 1st, 2014 at midnight KBT, 1500 hours EliteCity August 31st, 2014, as Kanbor Sigma 0, Kanbor Lyle 0 Kanbor Del 0. This as the Sigma's OLI time was previously modified by Cloakup Technology timetables. Cloakup Technology timetables are chance to new method for 1 KTT are more knowledge more than Elitopian counterpart however we have the best timekeeping and that is the EIST clock servers and master clock. The RDK 3000 TriStar Master Clock. EliteCity College of Tech Master Clock, Elitopian University Master Clock and Jinx Time, Zyko Time, and Zen Clock's counterparts. End of August 2014 and start of December 2018. Wow. Yes, Corey, this is Pearl 10 head prototype of clock, which have launched in September used KK 2005 arrow begin in start of September 2014 with planned subject in start of August, used in March version is Pearl TV in relaunch of Channel 10 since May 2021. After about 13 years after lost aired in Channel 10 by Melodic Network under by Telegroup, anyhow origin of it being KBZNM have own timetables for called Sigma Zol Time, this owner by Amanda Anna Paulin. One of her team under by KanborDeeian's team named as Sam Much on Bang Fet, the three people of Bang Fet, as Zol Time are under by Kiplo technical timetables as Amand has to KanborDeeian for new systems set for 1 Sigma day equals 60 lon or 4 days of normal timetable and 1 lon make to 240 dels. Plus Amanda have ideas for one of Sigma year have 300 normal Sigma, as this timetable signed by Amanda Anna Paulin from Thao Gems Island, as she's originally from Ducky Island, she's somewhere in Utrecht as Cloakup Technology ones have signed sent to in other worlds as when. Original owners. Amanda now in lived on Thao Gems Island, something meager ones as she's seen from Cloakup Technology ones, as Amanda have her Omega Paradox as they going to Kanbor Space to Kanbor World 227, since June 17, 2021 at 17:28 KBT, 08:28 hours EliteCity. Reach to Kanbordeeian Republic, KBE 227, about 1 hours and 20 minutes later. Wait a minute, Mark Zaniels. KBE 0227? Star versus the forces of evil in Kanbor version? Mewni Kingdom and Kiplionian Kingdom? Mewni Kingdom to ring in halftime MY 848 in less than 1.5 hours at 7 PM EliteCity June 30th, 2021. Bruh. Also to ring in third month. Yes, I do know, Corey, as we must head to NYE Central of DGS-ELZ at 18:30, anyhow on June 18th, 2021, Amanda and her Omega Paradox friend going to registered for new timetables systems in Cloakup Technology office in 4th floor of building well. According to this systems have launched by KBZNM ones before KBSTN channels on June 24th, at 12 o'clock KBT, this in past week. That equals to 3 bells at night into ELC. Correct, 0300 hours EliteCity on June 24th, 2021 as it was not yet in Kanbor Telemedia, as later in the day and onward, 1321 KBT, 0421 EliteCity, Amanda and her Omega Paradox friend going to Oislanian for this project, Amanda have Thao Gems bot and Duckalazuli at Golden. While in her Omega Paradox friend have the gems marks as Omega's Paradox named as Julia's as they head to test in Oislanian Bima ones as in after Amanda have test for new Bima test in Oislania on June 20th, 2021 as they have planned launch in August 1st, 2021, in the next month. Corey, at what time on August 1st, 2021? I do not know, this equals to ETA 30th, EY 1021.
August 1st, 2021. That's when I Dewey Toddball and Savage Sisternan to host Summer Car Fest 2021 sponsored by Rex Tuning.
Do you mean Raptor Tuning? Anyhow, you mentioned June 17th, 2021, June 18th, 2021, June 20th, 2021, and the 24th, I and Dewey were doing late night street races, but the one for 24th was cut short due to weather. However, we learned of a price as we got banned from Zen Speedway, DGS-Elito and other venues, as that was a temporary ban in which got expired just in past couple days. Also faced a 1 million Elio fine as the authorities were under pressure to shut down Raptor Tuning and Zen Racing, severing ties with us. However, we made a stance that we to deliver customization and tuning work and such for the customers. This as we had to shut down Raptor Tuning under government order until past 72 hours as we are back open for business, as the first customers once we reopened was you fellows.
Safety subtype. Safety Spinel. 2 minutes. Safety Sigio. Safety Radio. Safety Trio. Safety Duo.
125 kilo choice.
Single. Quanchi subtype. Quanchi Spinel. Quanchi Sigio. Quanchi Radio. Quanchi Trio.
97
Quanchi.
1 Dino Joy or 1 Kia Zekont.
Quanchi. Tricky subtype. Tricky Spinel. Tricky Sigio.
75.
This is a horrific mistake. This is an emergency. How do I get back to Bima province? Oi, Icelandian.
and I want it fast. Use of the countdown to the new mini half year of 2HNY 848 as it just went 2359 Mewni Kingdom on 28 core KanborYear 848 and fireworks to occur in Mewni Kingdom and here in less than a minute.
Kanbor station behind us. This supports travel back to Kanbor world and vice versa.
Thank you Marco Window version. Thank you this as I need to head back to Bimo province, Oi Islanian, so I to board a train to another part of Oi Islanian in Kanbor world. This as I ended up to EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia by accident as I head back now.
Even though I can't smoke inside. This is I always smoke outside anyhow. It is a beautiful evening in EliteCity compared to 24 hours ago, in which there were loads of fireworks, and New Year music and sirens for kickoff of second half of Mewni year. Thus Tokyo gets furious on this, and had to counter with some Eurobeat from car radios. Plus the stereo at loud volume and elevated bass. All radios was tuned to a little Eurobeat 100 ERMX FM when Tokyo cranked up the volume to the max straight at 7 o'clock p.m. yesterday evening.
I see smoke. I gotta tell Tokyo on this right. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Emergency, fire, Arioka, Sares, Ben, Tokyo, waste basket is on fire. Waste basket is on fire.
Oh no, what we gonna do, Arioka?
I will go check on the nature of subject. Going to your car and get the vehicles outside, fast.
Oh my god, fire alert. We gotta evacuate if it gets worse, however we must get the vehicles at the shop outside immediately and fast. Smoke alarm just went off. Toki Kirby, go get the fire extinguisher fast.
That is the only item for this transaction, as its total is 150 LEOs with item being VAT exempt as part of half-year sale. With 25 LEO discount, since this is your 30th visit in a row in a 30-day period, and 25% discount, since you are a member of Delta 6 Club program as you swiped your card at the terminal, comes down to 100 LEOs.
That equals to 6,637 Kanbor coins, 50 cents. How you want to pay?
Cash, Elitopian currency, 100 LEOs.
Miku Tokyo, Ichigo Tokyo, I need to use the phone. Driver's Legends Tuning Shop Sweet Dreams Car Community Building is on fire. I need to call the fire department, even 888 emergency services. This is serious. The building and subject across the corner from Delta 6 and El Alarma Cease, Alarm 6.
Oh dear. Must get a hold of Rex Elitostar fast, as I note his tour bus is next to DG Square Elitosat. This is I am messaging him. Suspend the order until Rex Elitostar gets here, as I need to head over to see what's happening.
I was heading to Delta 6 to get some quick errands. I will cover that for you. You go keep your 100 LEOs for something else, i.e. ticket for this weekend's concert front row.
Thank you, Rex Elitostar. Place the item once purchased onto the trunk of my car.
De todos modos, esto ya que vamos a ofrecer Chile a mitad de precio durante las próximas 24 horas a partir de la próxima hora para la cuenta regresiva de 24 horas hasta el inicio del mes Z, año Elite 1021, ya que ahora estamos abiertos las 24 horas.
This is IDACO Lupisi have plans to celebrate the Happy New Month, season and half year of second half and at a month, EY 1021, after successful events for the Kanbordeeian counterpart for Gewnkin and second half KP16. However, we celebrate the Elitopian counterpart more than the Kanbordeeian subjects.
Diego, consider keeping north side of windows closed to avoid smoke to going into A6. The fire alarms over there are quite loud as it can scare the fellas at D6 next door. There is a fire in progress at DLTS SDCC to the north of A6, and the wind is blowing from the north at 30 km per hour, gusts to 50, 24 kilonitros per choi, gusts up to 30 kch. Also, I had to go inside cause it'll gonna rain soon as I have to put on my rain gear, dark rain clouds to the north.
Scott Elitostar, I already heard of subject as some worker told me of a fire at DLTS. Oh my god. Fire call sirens. The fire at DLTS must be very bad.
Oh my god. My multi-radio has just gone off also with the ship horns at RDK 3000 TriStar, and the musical organ on its rooftop, and the outdoor loudspeakers in EliteCity. Rain alert level 1 just issued by Metrological Service of Elitopia in effect for EliteCity Metro until 8 p.m. 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX. Oh my god. It's raining hard. Also quite windy, but not too strong. That is, it would otherwise set A6 on fire, as the fire at DLTS is so bad, the tuners would need to relocate to a new area, and quite soon as the EliteCity Fire Department are on its way.
This as we focus on the happenings in RDK fictional and notable subjects of interest throughout July 2021 into first week of August 2021. I am Max SD Kryptor aka Slacker being the host. Before we continue, why we unraveled the new logo that got featured since RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2021.6. This is we at RDK 3000 TriStar wants to get a logo a refresh with a more bolder look and to suit the font for this video presentation and infographics and such, as we begin the RDK 3000 TriStar Blitz Express as we go straight to the next day, July 2nd, 2021 at 2000 hours RDK TSR, 00.0 EMT. 0000 TRX, in the RDK, fictional, 8 o'clock p.m. EliteCity, we ushered in the second half of Elite Year 1021 and arrival of 8 a month on the Elito calendar. However, we have a double play as the Elite Solar Decimal 10-month calendar rolls from Epsilon to Zeta at the same time. Fireworks go off in EliteCity Metro, also in Reeker and Sharkville plus most areas in Elitopia. Fireworks did not go off in Xenopolis City, Rikitopi, Hex City, Silver City, Korhatopia, Alphtronic City, Kanbordee City, and elsewhere including those in Kanbor World and those outside of KBE 0224. Into first half of July 2021, Mark Zaniels was checking onto the Sigma's old time and notes the milestone of Sigma 240, this to occur on Ada 17th, EY 1021, July 19th, 2021, since it occurs at midnight KBT translating to 1500 hours RDK TSR, it to occur afternoon on the 18th. He marks that on the calendar and telephones DG Square Elitosat of the subject in which Jared Raidtzer looks up information on his computer, as he then confirms on the event as he tells Renee and the gang for event at NYE Central on the afternoon of 18th. This as the 54 polykilac fluorine coin has since been minted, as they mint 2,985,984 coins per year mostly as depending of worker have lots or not for 5 coin in this ones, in every Friday in mid-afternoon for paycheck to 270 fluorine per week, sets of 5 coin in this 54 fluorines. Having back ones is issued by the boss in this company, this ones can paid with taxpayer for help to poor peoples in polykilac, by every month of earning to paid with 15% tax of normal people are wealthy, as the coin's worth is $13.50 that equals to 6 Elitopian Elios. Or close to 400 Kanbor coins. On July 5th, 2021 at 1300 hours RDK TSR, Xen Z Kryptor departs EliteCity en route back to Robloxia as Hex Topolia kicks off Zeta month of Hex year 1000 on the Hex calendar system. While fireworks did not go off in Hex City, it went off in EliteCity Metro well. Just 31 hours later for the new Elite Metric Season Elite Epoch of EMY 373.1 ELE, at 2000 hours RDK TSR on July 6th, 2021, in the next day the 7th, it's the somber metric anniversary of the Alphtronic City bombings as it's 16 metric years since the bombings. Plus 7 metric years since the van attack and 7,777 days since the deadliest terror attack in Alphtronic City as events occurred on the following days and times shown on the screen plus the 14th anniversary of the attacks in Webb Chesterfield. In the real world, this being the anniversary of the 16th anniversary of the London UK 7/7/2005 attacks. Moments of silences occurred on the somber anniversary, however something unexpected happened during the ceremony and it's not another bombing in Alphtronic City but it involves weather as it was raining hard and quite windy with thunder and lightning as strong thunderstorms bring the ceremonies to a screeching halt, as the storms became more violent to south and east with tornado alerts in the areas marked in red box. Storms were not severe in Alphtronic City but was brief. Strong thunder showers also were present in Webchester on the 8th. On the 9th, Elito Spinel channel gets launched on the TV, this with partnership with Patrick Jinks and KanborYear and Kanbor Central Television Network. On the 9th, thunder showers were present again in Webb Chesterfield, and at 8:40 RDK/13:40 Webb Chesterfield, alarm bells went off at RDK 3000 TriStar Webchester Divisional Central HQ and RDK 3000 TriStar Webchester Divisional Leader Raymond Z Kryptor gets alerted of subject. This concerns impending thunderstorms based on weather radar, lightning detection system and reports from automated weather systems. This within the same minute, automated memo gets sent to other RDK 3000 TriStar divisional bureaus plus the main HQ. At 17:41 KBT/8:41 AM EliteCity on that day, 08:41 RDK TSR, Reveille was blaring on the loudspeakers at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Central HQ in Kanbordee City, while at the main HQ in EliteCity, roll call sirens went off. This scares a few hosts for Elito News 24 mornings over the roll call sirens from RDK 3000 TriStar HQ next door, this as statements get issued to media and then public. Elito News 24 then goes into a brief news flash re-storm update in Webb Chesterfield, as RDK Stormwatch gets active, led by hosts at RDK 3000 TriStar Newsline Webchester and Kanbordee Studios then hands off to fellas at Studio R3 in EliteCity. In soccer on the 11th, Webchester are the champions of the Hanitalia 2020 soccer tournament. In the final, they beaten Lee Sumbria 2-1 while in Elitopia and Alphtronic, score was 2-2 after regulation time, as it went to extra time as it remained tied 2-2 as it goes into penalty kicks as in the penalty kicks, Elitopia blanks Alphtronic 3-0 to win the Alph Beta 2021 finals. In Kanbor World, in the match at 1900 hours KBT 10 Gewnkin KP16, Kanbordee City Football Club shuts out Kanbor Football Spinel 7-4 at Kanbor Stadium in Kanbordee City. In reality, in Euro 2020, England lost to Italy 3-2 in penalty kicks after 1-1 draw. A couple days later, Mark Zaniels looks at the planner and notes that 240 Sigma was coming up as it was just into Sigma 239 as he telephones Corey Zanders on the subject to remind on the subject and for discussion, then on July 17, 2021 at 12 o'clock PM EliteCity they ran to DG-ELZ as they meet Jared Raidtzer to request permission for the subject at 3 o'clock PM ELC for 240 Sigma. This as Jared Raidtzer already know of the event in prior days. Then at 2:45 PM ELC on July 17, 2021. The countdown begins for 240 Sigma at NYE Central of DGS-ELZ. This gets mentioned on Elito News 24, CHQ/SRJ64/star2000 VWGT, Jinx 24, and such. This results in media advisory issued by RDK 3000 TriStar stating that such systems concerning Sigma's old time is those of unofficial and thus event at NYE Central at DG-ELZ at EliteCity, DF. Elitopia being used to promote timekeeping system already in use in certain Kanbordeeian television stations by Clokip Technologies with concept by Amanda and Omega's Paradots named Julie with test in Oislania and Vima. This in a joint statement released by Raidtzer Kryptor and Kanbordeeian and Ryan M. Kryptor and EliteCity. This is I was rushed to DG-ELZ to check on the timing on the displays and check with the displays on the Clokip Technologies systems and RDK 3000 TriStar master clock as it does match. This as the media advisory gets issued at 2:46 PM ELC with terminals beeping. Newsroom printers in action printing off notices with header. Media advisory also set off visual and audible newsroom alarms. DELCA heard of the subject at 2:48 PM EliteCity but did not toggle the NYE system as per its discretion. Toward the 27th, RDK 3000 TriStar TV service International Kanbordee gets launched following channel launch in Vima cable. On to the 27th, Alphtronican Kanbordeeian Shock arrives to EliteCity Metro to compete each other just day before they compete with Elitopian teams. They compete in video game that gets attention to RDK 3000 TriStar, Call of Duty. Alphtronic shuts out Kanbordeeian 3-2. Toward the 28th, strong thunderstorms occurred in central and eastern Webchester while CHQ TV, SRJ64 TV and Star 2000 TV released its new clock idents with introduction of gems for the channels as mascots, CHQ, Peridot, SRJ64, Sapphire, Star 2000, Ruby. Clock idents and graphics package for SRJ64 and CHQ are the same with exceptions. Color theme for channel, network/firm logos, call sign, channel number and associated gem. Clock theme ident music being the theme from Towns 1 from Gaia Online until it got changed as per management discretion at Gewnkin and KanborYear in which the music get changed to clock music ident from Kanbordeeian in September 2020 hours after clock ident launch. This after feedback from viewers requesting immediate clock ident music change. However, the clock ident in subject for CHQ TV/SRJ64 TV/Star 2000 TV and Elitopian channels, not Kanbordeeian, meaning they were produced in-house by Gewnkin and KanborYear in EliteCity, with timing providers provided by Alphtronic Time Services. EIST, Elitopian Institute of Standards and Technology, Time Services, Clokip Technologies, and RDK 3000 TriStar Time Services, as with Jinx Time. Psycho Time and Zen Clocks also the fellows at Elitopian University and EliteCity College of Technology concerning its time services as begin of launch Sigma's old time for official in Kanbordeeian and Oislanian area. However, for some reason, SRJ64, Star 2000 and CHQ TV do first mention of SCT. However, as an experiment/test on Elitopian television as SCT was at first only mentioned on the clock idents on CHQ TV/SRJ64 TV/Star 2000 TV, as New Alpha Seconds also made its debut. However, that was also joined by Game TV. Elito Money and Elito News 24 as per statement by Supervisor of Elito News 24 Operations. This is for test purposes and SCT display will be in off mode on Elito News 24, Elito Money and Game TV at 2 AM. ELC/25.0 EMT/0600 TRX. This is Elite Tower and Zen Tower Clock Masters has since conducted tests on Sigma's old time on its displays starting since 10 in the evening for a 24-hour test. With Elitopian government and PM Rex Harrows issue a statement stating that to declare week of August 2nd to 8th, 2021 being Sigma week, and to rename the 8th month of Elitopian calendar, ESC, for EY 1021 from Theta to Sigma for this instance. This as the infographic gets launched by RDK 3000 TriStar Visio Plus Design Studios on the subject in which you can find it on the RDK 3000 TriStar DeviantArt via link in video description of this video presentation below. As Xen Z Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division has mounted the Sigma's old time displays in RDK 3000 TriStar World in Roblox at the RDK Tower. On the 29th, the day's edition of VWGT on CHQ/SRJ64/Star 2000 started 4 hours early at 9 AM in appreciation of Countdown to Pet Simulator X release in Roblox and special edition of the show as the Roblox experience gets launched at noon, with VWG2N and V2GT launching new studio, intro and music but same hosts. The new studio was shared with Game TV and Studio GR64 as Raymond Blake hosts the special flash edition of Gamer News. This before another host to take over then focus then shifts away on coverage of Pet Simulator X release in Roblox on VWGT/Game TV as they then devote coverage on esports at 3 PM regarding esports match of Alphtronic City Shock taking on EliteCity Shock. This is OpTic-Elito takes on Kanbordeeian Liquid. at Xen Dome and Blood Red Gaming taking on Optic-Tronic at Rex Arena. This a first for Rex Arena in which to feature event other than hockey, basketball, or concert, as that involves esports in the ELG Game Jam, Alphtronic ESP, KanborYear Alphtronic KanborElito Blitz 2021, EY1021, KP16. A TRE 2768 1000.0 Neotrocant. Alphtronic City Shock, Blood Red Gaming and OpTic-Elito were winners of the matches. Toward the 31st, at 1500 hours RDK TSR, Kanbordeeian celebrate start of Dipion month KP16, as Kanbornet unravel new music for the clock ident along with the intro for the news. This is Kanbornet International Elitopia has updated the clock ident, logo, station ident and intro also launched a new set. In which the set is also used for Jinx News on Ilitonet/Ilito-ATV, Jinx24 and Jinx News. This is the same host who hosts the newscasts on most newscasts. Alex James receives a new look. Meanwhile in Elitopian esports, EliteCity Shock takes on OpTic-Elito in final match of the regular season of Seasonal Esports Tournament as EliteCity Shock shuts out OpTic-Elito 4-3, as calendar rolls over to August 2021, Sigma EY 1021, technically Theta month. It's the playoffs' first round occurred as we show you list of the teams who advanced from 32 in first round in a 64-day, 8 Splix Week tournament, as Splix Week 8 consist of the playoffs. This into the Splix Duo Chow, Splix 16. This is on Tuesday the 3rd, the second round kicks off with matches in 4 venues, EliteCity's Convention Center, DG Square Elitosat, Xen Dome, and Rex Arena. Matches occurred at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m., and 9 p.m. and on the 4th, matches at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, and 1 p.m., with All-Stars Skill Challenge at 4 p.m. and All-Stars Tournament at 7 p.m. As we show you who advanced to round 3 and results of the All-Stars Skills Challenge, this is in the All-Stars Tournament, it's Team Joan taking on Team Spinel and in the end, Team Joan wins. Toward the 5th, it's the quarterfinals as the results are shown in text form while I verbally tell the results of the race of the amateurs versus pros race as Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders were participants, as foe the race, in the top 5, Cooper from Zen Racing wins the race. With Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders a close second and third. Ilitopian Thunder Driver and Smith R. Zaniels from Zen Racing round out the top 5. Members of Raptor Tuning and DLTS Sweet Dreams car community rounded out the top 10. From order from 6th to 10th place, Savage, Tokyo, Dewey, Arioka, with Sears and Subert tied in 10th place as race was televised on Race TV. They raced for 400 laps with track length being 1.6 kilometers, 4 Kina Nitros, 1 mile long in a 640 kilometer, 1600 Kina Nitro, 397 mile race. There was one delay in which was not involving weather, as Ilitopian Kin Eagles invaded the racetrack. The wildlife reserve was called in to resolve subject. Later on in the evening, it's the Celebrities vs Gamers esports match as we detail the participants and those who declined to participate, also those who withdrawn, team names and the results. There were intense and bizarre drama at the end. This involves the EWE wrestler EY1J as the EWE Smack Raw also occurred the evening of the esports match as there's a wrestling event. A wrestling match need to be interrupted briefly by the officials as the folding chair used for the wrestling match was stolen. In the end, the host of Elito cops get fired and arrested by EliteCity police. Elito News 24 updated its graphics package, as Jinx 24 adopted it within hours and apparently RDK 3000 TriStar TV service too as with however Zeno News 24 also adopted the format too but made changes however Zeno News 24 also debuted its updated logo and news desk. Toward the 6th, it's the semifinals, EliteCity Shock shuts out Elito Liquid 4-0 while OpTic-Elito shuts out Team K Gaming. TKG and ELQ face off in third place match while ELS and OTE face off in grand finals. This in the evening in the third place match, Team K Gaming shuts out OpTic-Elito in 4 straight maps in best of 7. This is the new channel lineup gets debuted in EliteCity. This leads to Saturday, August 7th, 2021, in which EliteCity Shock and OpTic-Elito face off in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Splits 2021. EY 1021 Grand Finals at DG Square. Elitosat is that to be featured in RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2021.8 as with the Elito Auto Olympics to take place the next day. A multi-week auto racing event as the esports match kicks off at 12 o'clock p.m. EliteCity on August 7th. Oh my god. My watch alarm just beeping now. 11:55 hours on August 7th, 2021. I gotta head to DG Square. Elitosat fast. Mike Z Kryptor and Christina A Kryptor on the all-new Studio RD3 since renovations gets complete as new graphics get launched on RDK 3000 TriStar today along with the clock ident. Countdown to top and intro as the RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters was renovated ending just yesterday.
Francis, now since the DLTS is history, due to the fire in past week, since as we are going to
Savage, the fire at DLTS was accidental. Some lady threw a cigarette at the sink but went off target, ended up at the wastebasket setting a fire.
You? I didn't know until now that it was accidental.
Yes, as one of my friends say, no one has since went to DLTS SDCC with subject to set the place on fire.
Yes, Savage, this is Francis Siston and was flying a drone over DLTS and confirmed no one has came to set DLTS on fire.
Anyhow, we have 4 minutes to subject as we must head to DGS-ELZ immediately.
This as DLTS 2.0 is expected. Excuse me, I gotta check on Max and Rex plus their friends, fast.
Did he just went through that door? He shouldn't go through that door.
Yes, that is an entrance only to notable gamers and esports players in appreciation of video game tournament matches like the one, for example, OpTic-Elito and EliteCity Shock to compete in a couple moments, as we must head to the main entrance. That is sure a decent hot hatch.
Yes, it sure have decent tires, all-wheel drive, and oh la la, it even have a turbo, so rally inspired.
Yes, and a decent exhaust too.
Yes. This is it have a 2.0 liter turbocharged engine, but it's also a PHEV, plug-in hybrid vehicle with about 80 km electric range before turbocharged engine kicks in plus powerful electric motor. As it's Scott Elitostar's car, he has since went inside in past 10 minutes due to OpTic-Elito and EliteCity Shock esports match to begin soon. Savage, Dewey, Subert, Ashigo, Arioka and Sayers are heading inside and we should too. Let's go.
Is this the championships finals of the national seasonal video game tournament?
Yes, Itsuki is the two esports teams compete in the grand finals, then tomorrow we compete in the Auto Olympics.
Yes, we at Raidtzer Tuning are among the participants, and somehow DLTS also managed to participate as well, this being Tokyo and his gang.
Anyhow, where did Francis go?
For some reason, he is standing beside the esports gamer, Mickey Daniels, Shaker from EliteCity Shock.
This is your cousin, Cooper, will also be participants of the Auto Olympics tomorrow. Cooper from Zen Racing? Game on. Francis, you be spectating? Yes, Mickey Daniels from EliteCity Shock, good luck on the esports match. I gotta head back to Savage.
Hold up, Francis. Why you wearing the EliteCity Farah basketball jersey? You a basketball player?
Elito, Francis is a fan of a basketball team and subject from the Elitopian Basketball Association, EBA.
So I noticed, Shaker.
This is a best of 9 encounter blitz striker with 30-minute play, 6-minute break and transition of rounds with up to 3 mandatory breaks of 36 minutes, including 1 per dinner break plus the halftime show. This is a competition esports match in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Splits 2021, EY 1021, in today's 64 and final day of the tournament. This is Scott Elitostar, handle SC Stars plays to lead countdown, then he to live stream beginning at 12:15 p.m. EliteCity.
That is correct, Raymond Blake, approaching 90 seconds, 45 solar seconds, toward the final Kyotroken and Dino Choi.
Heads up, 1 Dino Choi warning to the event. This coverage is sponsored by K's Icon Amp Game Fuel, Elito Cola Gamer Corner, Flex Autos, Rock Tech, Zen Chair Gaming, K-Tech Gaming, Elito Games, Raystar Gaming, and powered by Game TV.
75 seconds left. It sure is electric toward midday. 2 decimats left, toward the final countdown. Let's get into the game, and put your game on. The road to the final 60. Smith Raidtzer, you must be excited already. Zen Sanders, you must be hyped, but you must grab your horn out now. Final minute notice, 11:59 a.m.
Okay, I just got it out now.
Thank you.
You must get ready. Final minute warning. Match gameplay coverage is always on Game TV, Gamer Radio, Game TV app, Elito News Go app, and online with live stream plus live blog. Also coverage from News and Talk View on Elito News 24. Also social media at Game TV and at Elito News 24 hashtag OpTic-ELZ. So join the conversation as we listen in for the final countdown.
Final definite notice. You better get ready. You ready, EliteCity Shop?
Yes. Let's get into the game. Ride the Elito wave. Good luck, OpTic-Elito.
And you OTE?
Yes, we have OpTic-Elito already. Good luck, Shaker.
Begin the countdown into the final Del Sigma Zol time. Approaching midday, 66-6E, 1600T. Spectators, viewers, everyone, get ready to chant on the team. 15 seconds left for final Kanbordeeian minute. This is it. It's showtime. Counting down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. On your mark. Get set. It's showtime. Go, 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 go. Let's get into action. Special live stream begin in 15 minutes at 12:15 p.m. ELC at ElitoTube Gaming. Shout out to Steve Ricksaw and his friend in viewing party in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia and Canberra 6 in Kanbordee City. Wow. EliteCity Shock and OpTic-Elito are onto it big time. This is they mean serious for the grand finals as millions of Elios, Alphtronican dollars, Caldesi Zenikos and Xenopolian Zarkos, tens of millions of Corgitopian marks and Hextopolian hexes, hundreds of millions of Camber coins or feud a couple hundred bitcoins, are up for grabs for the winning team and a gold, diamond, ruby, pearl trophy. This with a consolation prize and silver trophy for those who get defeated in grand finals, as Team K Gaming already placed third in last night's third place match as they shut out Elito Liquid, as TKG gets their consolation prize as well as bronze trophy. This is I need to briefly check on the esports gamers for EliteCity Shock, but soon as I am rushing toward OpTic-Elito as they are on Farah, for those in which what Farah means. It's elitish for fire, as they are red hot into the initial minute. Spinel, which, Tron and 3 others sure are competing hard, as Splix is on standby for a substitute if needed.
Yes, Scott, this as I Splix are tough, as Witch and Spinel sure are competing well against Shaker from ELS as he have family ties to Witch, Spinel, 3 RDK personnels Max S, Dennis and Danielle plus Tiffany Daniels.
This in which I must head to ELS and head to Shaker, Mickey Daniels, fast, as I need to check on Shaker's gameplay. This is I note he is tough to withstand OpTic-Elito's moves as other gamers from EliteCity Shock, Shark, Elito, and 3 others doing counteractions.
Yes, this is Shaker. Mickey Daniels of EliteCity Shock are onto it hard, as we have to outrun OpTic-Elito.
Most noted, Elito got eliminated. You same tactics as what you did against Elito Liquid just yesterday in semis.
Nice work, Tron. Oh my god, they just learned from your moves and going for Rampage.
Look out, Shaker from ELS going into revenge.
OpTic-Elito, take defensive and counteractions fast.
Elito from ELS respawned and gets roaring like a lion plus Shaker and 4 others. Anyhow, I must head to spectator seating in the VIP areas, as I do have my VIP pass. This as I sit beside super fans of me, Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders, also sit in front of Max Jeffers Ion, Rex Raystar and Max Raystar as I wake my gaming laptop from sleep, put on my headset, mount my phone and connect it to my laptop, and open streaming apps and prepare for streaming. In which Mark and Corey are communicating with their friends as I look at their screens, they are watching my latest live stream archive and chatting with their friends.
Yes, Scott Elitostar. I Mark Zaniels do love the new Alphtronic Metric Millennium live stream and the new half-year Elito of second half EY 1021. Good work. Can't wait for your next live stream at 12:15. Yes, Mark Zaniels as I Corey Zanders have request for your next video. Showcase your car.
Alright, as I am also considering that also plus Rex Elitostar's car and tour bus only with his permission. This is you Corey Zanders, will mention your shout out. As for you RDK 3000 TriStar viewers. Anyhow, the esports match is starting to get contested, as Shaker, Mickey Daniels from EliteCity Shock and his teammates and the fellas at OpTic-Elito sure are competing hard. However, we are short on time, and the host for RDK Blitz Express, Max SD Kryptor, is in talks with Tiffany, Dennis and Danielle as I to fill in for conclusion. This is we are going to wrap it up for RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2021.7. However, this topic will be the focus on RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2021.8, as with the Auto Olympics, you know, the Olympics, the Summer Games, but it's all about auto racing. This to take place day after Grand Finals, as the Olympics wrap up day after Grand Finals with closing ceremony in the AM hours. This also the Inspiration Auto Show 2021 EY 1021 in Roblox, as we learned just today, event to be held this month also, as RDK 3000 Tricitar and I to follow that, as that to be featured in next video presentation. As with the scenes from the Alphtronic Metric Millennium plus the final parts of Roblox scene of Rio De Blox. However, concerning that, we say thanks to Savage on the clip, as we want to thank the RDK viewers for watching this video presentation. If you enjoyed, please do share, also smack onto the like, and smash on the subscribe button and hit the bell. If you have any thoughts on this video presentation, have your say in the video comments. Don't be an idiot and post any spam, negative remarks, nor insult/harassment, bad drama, otherwise subject content I and RDK 3000 TriStar don't like, as that to get deleted without notice. If you continue, look out, RDK 3000 TriStar will take action against you. Unless otherwise noted, this is a work of fiction. If you need to get a hold of RDK 3000 TriStar, refer to video credits, or head to its website. Video requests should be forwarded to RDK 3000 TriStar Discord and Twitter handles through DMs, DeviantArt chat, or through Xen Z Kryptor from Roblox. Additional credits in video description if necessary. Media used belongs to respective owners, except for use in any review, reproduction and distribution of this video is prohibited. This RDK 3000 TriStar video presentation is CR 2021, EliteYear 1021, EMS 78 MLE, EMY 373.1 ELE, Cycle 112, KP16, Deco Alph 716, AP 180, Mewni Year 848, A.KLN 396, Splixyear Duo Chow 16, Elite Octal Season Osatek Sepchi Trio 123, Hexyear 1K, HMY 365.4, HOY 1312 or 714 in base 10, Nitrocant 1K.0, Sigma 245 SZT, Camber Sigma 633, RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar, all rights reserved. Not to mention, any KanborLappy Bulkhead 784 video used in this presentation provided by KanborLappy Bulkhead 784 Productions, CR 2021, EY 1021, KP16, Deco Alph 716, AP 180. The esports match is sure heated already and very contested. However, we have to say goodbye. This is I need to begin my live stream soon and end this RDK video presentation, as EliteCity Shock vs OpTic-Elito esports match is very contested. I am Scott Elitostar, and we will see you another time. Game on! This video presentation is a presentation of RDK VSP, an RDK Video Studio production. This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio production presentation.